Yes, guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the Spurs Talk Show. I am Sean Butler. We got Adrian from TTI. Where's it? Spurs Diehards TTID with us today. We've got Blaine from Super Spurs TV. We've got other people that are joining, and I put the link into the description as well. If you want to come on and have your say on Wednesday, if you want to have your say on tonight and what's going on, transfer news, views, and clues. We've got an hour to chew through whatever we want to chew through. And then at about 7 o'clock, we're going to focus more on the Aston Villa game, but I'm sure we'll cover a lot of that today. You know what we're doing. We just like to pump out content for you wonderful people because it's summer. It's almost summer, but it feels like summer. I hope you are all happy and healthy doing the things you love. Please smash the like button for me if you get a chance. Get those opposable thumbs doing what they're supposed to do. Hit the subscribe as well if you haven't already. And notification bells must also be pushed. Also, do me a favor, guys. Get over to Super Spurs TV, at Super Spurs TV in the Twitter sphere, and also at Adrian _Sroker, as you can see. Guys, how you doing, Adrian? You okay, mate?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm sort of like, I've known quite a few fans that are a bit nervous already prior to Wednesday, but that hasn't kicked in with me yet. I've been there before, you know what I mean? But I'm fine. I'm looking forward to talking about tonight's game and how we might get clues on tonight's, line up with Wednesday, or perhaps not. Perhaps none at all, so...
Yeah, I almost, part of me is like, it'd be nice to see some, like everything with Tottenham right now, I'm sort of torn, right? And I feel like at the moment, part of me is like, don't give anything away, Ange. If you do have a little ace up your sleeve, don't give it away tonight. It's not worth it. And also, for God's sake, do not put out any of our first 11 players, because you know what Aston Villa are like, Blaine. Anyway, Blaine, before we get your take on that, well, you can include your answer on that, but how you doing, mate? Great to see you back on the channel.
Yeah.
Love to see you, famous man around the community, mate. People are talking about you all the time. Where's Blaine? Where's Blaine? Here he is, everyone.
I don't know if that's good, bad, or indifferent, though, Sean. Yeah, I'm not bad. I've just been hiding away in work, unfortunately. And anytime I'm not online, it's out the back, developing the garden. I've developed my own little world out the back.
I hope there's a place for Bugsy.
Oh, of course there is. Loads of room.
Good man.
As for tonight, listen, the way I see it at the minute is you can lose the battle and win the war. I don't give a toss about the league anymore. Plus, right, you'll probably get onto this. Villa are 9 games unbeaten since they beat us in the FA Cup. We're going into tonight, and even if we had a full strength 11 out, weren't focusing on Europa, I think we're going to get slapped anyway. So, for what it's worth, I don't care. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I hear you, mate. I hear you. So I've got something up on my screen there. It's annoying me. I don't care about tonight, really, but we are going to go through the team news is out in about 15 minutes' time. Let me say those people in the chat quickly, first and foremost. We've got Adrian. He's already here. He's also saying hello in the real time as well. Good to see you, Adrian. Lisa, not missing the long-awaited comeback. Big up, Sean. It's game day. Yeah, it's kind of game day. It is kind of game day, but it's not really game. It is game day, but it's not the same sort of game day like we usually get excited for. Darren Johnson saying, "Where is Johnny? I think Johnny's coming about 7 o'clock or so. He's like, fashionably late or whatever you want to call it. Annoyingly late, we'll call it that as well. Big up to you, Darren. Big up to Spotlight on Spurs as well. Big up my man. Big up everyone. Matt Watson. So Glasner is the favourite. Ange seemed the dead man walking earlier with his comments. I haven't seen his comments from today. Maybe I'll see if I can drag them out over the next hour and put them up on the screen. But it's interesting, guys. You heard it here first, right? Yesterday, I was the only channel that put out the video that included the link from that guy, Reutinger, who said he expects Glasner to land at Tottenham this summer. And then guess what happens in the next 6 hours after the video goes live? A little guy called Oliver Glasner. Well, his odds have come crashing down to be red hot favourite. They listen, Blaine. They listen to the Spurs Talk Show, talking absolute bollocks.
I've seen as well, after you posted up about Shirky earlier on, that I can't remember who it was who put it out on Twitter not too long ago. I think Give Me Sport or something. He's heavily linked now. So ITK, Sean Butler, get on it, guys. Come on.
Do you know what? It's very rare that I say, boys, it's done. Don't worry about it. When we don't know it's done, it's very rare. But there's a few times that I've done it. One was with Pedro Porro, and people in the chat will remember, and it was done. I did it with Radu Dragusin, when people like Henry and Sava and everyone else was saying, hey, you know what, I just think that Tottenham are going to be Tottenham here and we're going to lose. I was like, don't worry, guys, it's done. And it was done. And there was a couple others, but I'm also made that I've staken the claim here when I say it's done. Tottenham are lifting the Europa League. That's how confident I am, people, that Wednesday night is gonna be our night. I've dreamt it. I feel it. I can just imagine. I can envision Big Ange Postecoglou lifting that monster trophy, going, "Oh, hey, hey!" And everyone goes, "Go on, thanks very much. Now fuck off out of the club." See you later.
Have you got your tent already set up on the on Northumberland Road for the bus tour on Friday? Do you see they posted out a potential route?
I won't be back in time, mate. I'll be still in the lounge in Bilbao. If I miss out on a bus parade, I will be fuming. I will be absolutely fuming. Guys, let me just say, feel free to join until 7 p.m. If anyone wants to come on, but make sure your cameras are on. Here's the link. Cameras have got to be on, and do your best if you're new around these here parts, not to swear and stuff. Be confident with the answers and stuff. The link is there if you want to join, but you've got to have your cameras on first, because someone tried to hijack the stream the other day. Someone kept sort of dropping in and being a donut, and he wouldn't put his camera on, but we weren't going to have him in on anyway. But if you guys want to come on, you're more than welcome to. There's 100 people in the house, guys. Smash the like, smash the subscribe. Right, guys. Adrian, I'll start with you, mate. Before we get into Aston Villa, we can deal with Aston Villa in a minute.
Yeah, boring.
Transfer news, views, and clues. There has been 15 updates on my video earlier this morning. We've got the Ryan Cherky. It's close. It's almost done, although other sources are saying he's going to Liverpool. We've got Brian and Buemo. We have Johnny Cardoso. We have Romero. We have links to
Vanderson,
however you want to say it, depending on where you're from in the world. Where do you want to start, mate? What's your going? I'll let you go with it. What's your take?
I'd like us to get Vanderson. I mean, they're talking 30 mil or whatever at Monaco. We were linked with him last season, weren't we? And I haven't watched any videos of him this season. And the problem with watching all these videos, you remember the stats, but you forget what the players even look like, because you watch so many of them.
I've got.
But he can play right back. He's tucked in as a defensive midfielder, and even as a centre back at times. But he's like Porro on the right, as far as I'm concerned. He's a tank. I like him, right? I mean, I don't know what his ceiling is. I still think he could do a good job for us on the right. He would be would he be an upgrade on Spence or Porro? He'd offer us something different, definitely a lot more bite, and aggression. So I would take him. I don't expect my defenders to be like
he's
Pella. You know what I mean?
He's class. Look at these. Look at these stats, right? Let's just have a little look see here. Look at his defense, right? Defensive work as a right back, 95th, like anywhere from the 86th to 99th percentile. He loves to tackle mid up the pitch, and in the attacking third. He's a 99th percentile defender. You look at him in possession, right? Touches 87th percentile. Monaco go through him, right? So it's not like someone that just sort of is a bit part product. He is a very ever-present part of their model, as he was in his previous incarnation back in France. And he carries the ball. He's just so balanced. He's absolutely mad. Look at his interceptions, 97th percentile. So he's a game reader. He's a game changer. Yeah. He wins 97% of his tackles that he anticipates. He recovers the ball 6.5 times per 90, Blaine. Like, in terms of a player, don't get me wrong, he's not like Frimpong levels, but he's class. I mean, look at his passing as well. He gets where it needs to go. Imagine him launching the ball into the channels. Like, there's nothing to dislike about this guy. The only context here is that it's Ligue 1, right? So it's not not necessarily of the same level. But in terms of like, you can only play what's in front of you, Geezer's a proper beast. Am I wrong?
No,
I don't think you're wrong at all. I can't confess I've watched much of him this season, but on stats alone, and of course it's an isolation on paper, of course, but he would probably improve our squad, right? And that's what we're looking for in the summer, is improving in key areas. And I think having another coverage and fullback is necessary, because you can't have a situation where Pedro Porro plays 50 games next season again. You just can't.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree, mate. The story today is that Tottenham, even though Porro's not going to leave, allegedly, that he's going to, like, if Jed Spence wants out, then we'd still go for some replacement anyway, like him. And the money's not obscene. It's like 30 million quid. Even if you keep Jed Spence and you have Jed Spence and Udogie on the left, and you have Maddison and Pedro Porro on the right, that's the best. That for me, I mean, I'm biased, obviously, but to me, that is the best, well-rounded, most balanced four-ball of a rotation for fullbacks and a wing-back system that you could wish for. Adrian, what's your take, mate?
Yeah, and you've got Gray as backup on either side as well, haven't you? So you've got 2 from 5 if you need Gray, although we all want to see him playing a midfield role. But you know, so no, I don't want Spence to go, and he's a Spurs fan, Spence, and he only recently signed that contract in the summer after being let out in the cold. So Spence don't want it, and Porro loves it at the club, right? He loves it, right? So
Adrian, I don't think we let Spence go no matter what, unless it's like 60 or 70 stupid million quid. And the simple reason we don't have enough homegrown and we don't have enough nation players.
That's the one thing we've lacked, actually, watching all them academy games last season, all the under-21 games, is all the excitement around the goalkeepers, the midfielders and the forwards. There wasn't too much, you know, there weren't too many accolades thrown about left-backs and right-backs, you know, which is what we think. And yet we let Sirkin go to Sunderland, you know, the other season to go to the left-back like that. Yeah. But, no, we definitely need a strengthening the full-back position. Centre-back. Guys, I mean, if we let Romero go, depending on the money, we always get this every year, Levy, that we're skint, right? Don't believe it. But because we've averaged about 120 mil every season since the stadium's opened. Do you think, like, is it that necessary to replace Romero? I mean, I know he's so good on the ball, and to me, he's our best defender by a country mile. But with VDV, and you've got Danso, and you've got Dragerson, you know, and you've got Davis for another season. Then you've got the 3 kids, Vuskovic, Dorrington and Phillips, if they're considered reverend. I mean, we really need a number 9, don't we? And there's very few out there. We really do need a number 9, really, because Richarlison's got to go. Right?
Well, Sean, you were talking about this earlier with Vlahovic being available for 25 million. That's bargain money, surely.
I'll let Adrian wax lyrical about him first, and then I'll tell you why I probably. I think there's the other side of the story.
He's not probably ideally angeable, but he's just so good. I mean, when I look at videos of players, because people say, "Why watch it?" They always look good. I look for 3 things with forwards and midfielders, different for defenders. You know, players with vision who move the ball quickly and that can make things happen. Right. He ticks those boxes for me, so I like him. Now, positionally, he can play a bit like wing. He can play as attacking midfield. He can play up front, so he's versatile as well. And now that they bought Moani in, he's still got a few goals. Sean will probably have the stats. He's more of a stats man than I am. But I mean, he's a good player, and we didn't see much of him when Serbia played us against England, apart from that time when he just flicked the ball and had that long shot that hit the bar or just went over the bar, you know. And you see that little glimpse of what this player's got in his tank, you know. I mean, I like him. I mean, Dan Coyes thinks I've got a picture of Vlahovic on my bedside table because I've gone on about him. It's good crack.
That's all right. Sean's still got his Eric Dyer poster up in his bedroom, don't you?
Eric Von Dyer to you, Blaine. Eric Von Dyer. Yeah. Never disrespect the Von. Okay, he's Eric Von Dyer.
He looks like Jonathan David's off to Italy, doesn't it? And then so you're there looking at Gyökeres, who everyone's looked at, although I'll store him for him. You bring him in for Broad, there's always a risk element. I mean, with Kuda here and players here, you know they can do it or they can hold their own in the Premier League. With foreign players, some of the loudest names have never done well in this league. Veron going back ages ago at Man United, you know, you can name them. There's loads that didn't make it, moved to, you know. So players like that. So, yeah, I would take Vlahovic. I think it's nailed on we get Cardoso. 21 million, 25 million euros is the deal. It's a no-brainer. He's played that well this season that he's worth 30 million anyway, in my opinion. So he's really a Levy deal, isn't he? You could buy him and sell him the next day for more than what you bought him for. So because that's part of the deal. Johnny Cardoso, because it's part of the deal with Real.
That deal was actually all up in the air now. Like the devil's in the detail of that whole arrangement. And apparently, it's like he doesn't have to accept Tottenham. There's nothing on his basis to. And Real Betis are more than within their rights, allegedly, to accept any other offer. It's just that they have to accept the offer from Tottenham.
But we also get a percentage of the sell-on clause if we don't get him. So
if we don't get him, yeah, true, and that's
like
fine.
A first refusal basis, basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of first refusal, but it's not like if Tottenham say here's your 22 million, right? Whatever it was, whatever the price is, and then they go, yeah, we have to accept it. But then Manchester United bid 22 million or 25 million, then Betis can accept that as well, and then it's over.
Yeah,
and then it's down to the player.
Isn't there a 2-week window or something? I mean, I know a transfer window happens on June 1st. Isn't there a 2-week window where we have to say whether we want the player or not, where everyone else is excluded from going in from? And if we say we go in from it, sorry,
I thought that was the case. That's what I've been saying for the last year.
Yeah.
but apparently, Jim from Oso Spurs. By the way, shout out to Jim. Love Jim. If you guys are looking for the other channels, then go over to Oso Spurs. He puts out great content. He had an interview with some Spanish. This guy really does what YouTube's supposed to be about. Like he puts the effort in to find. Not like me. I'll just go, Johnny, you're free in 5 minutes for 2 hours. Just bang out some live content. Or I wanted out.
He sources the information. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. No, he does what proper content should be. And he goes and he actually goes and interviews like proper journalists and stuff. And he's got, I don't know how he got those people from Alfie Devine and Vescovic. I said to him because he sits behind me at the stadium, literally right behind me in the stadium. I said to him, hey, have you got some connection at the club? He said, no, why? I said, how are you getting interviews with Vescovic and Alfie Devine and that? Like that, surely that has to be sanctioned by the football club. He went, yeah, but not by Tottenham, by the Belgium club that they're playing at, right? So, or the Dutch club, wherever those two players are playing. So that's what he did. He knew someone that knew someone and yada, yada, yada. But so anyway, long story short, he interviewed some geezer who's like a Spanish, I don't know, the equivalent of Plettenberg for Germany, for Sky Germany, but in Spain. And the guy said, actually, the deal is nowhere near as favourable to Tottenham as it's been reported. Actually, it's literally just Tottenham Betis have to accept the deal or the offer, but the player doesn't have to go. And also, Betis are open to be able to accept any other offer as well. So it's not going to be in their interest to accept the lower offer than 22. But if Man United want to match the bid, you might be right, Adrian, about the window. But ultimately, that's what I was sitting there kind of going. I was reading all these reports saying United are going to hijack the Tottenham deal. And I was like, fuck. He's a good fit for what we need.
I still believe we've got first refusal. If not, go and get David Fratesi of Milan. He scored that winning goal, didn't he?
Oh, you love Fratesi, mate. You bang about him more than Vescovic.
Right. I mean, I know you like the Fulham player that went to Bayern Munich. I forget his name.
Palhinha.
Yeah. Well, take him as well. I also like David Hancock at Feyenoord, but that'd be more centre back, left back. Because.
By the way, Sean, the team news is out, and there's a couple of surprises.
I'm just looking it up, mate, right now. It's gonna be 2 seconds.
Show.
I'm gonna bring it up. Here we go. Share this tab instead. Let's get it up. Pause.
After crunching Johnson, he gets a spot in the starting lineup.
Here we go. So the starting 11 tonight, people, is Big Tony Kinsky in goal, Jedley Spence at the back with Danzo and Davies and Reggie. Reggie's back in. One last swan song for the man with the mole. He might be the mole. He's got the mole on his cheek. He might be the mole. That's his dressing room nickname. And then Pape Sarr, Archie Gray, and what are we doing here? Mikey Moore in the 10. Odebear on the right, Tell on the left, Sonny in the middle. Is that what we're doing? Or is it Sonny on the left, Tell? It'll be Sonny off the left, Tell in the 9, Odebear on the right, and Mikey Moore. Fuck, that's a. We're not going for strength. Let's be honest. We're going for speed and stamina, and that is a lightweight team in terms of muscle. Who's the strongest player? Danzo's the strongest player there.
Yeah.
Is the screen up? By the way, it is on the screen.
Yeah. Danzo and Davies are the two strongest ones. Yeah.
Reguilon, Pape Sarr, Archie Gray in the 6, Sarr in the 8, Moore in the 10. That is a midfield that's going to get absolutely bossed. We're going to get overrun. Poor Archie Gray.
I think Sarr and Gray would be a midfield pivot here. I don't think Sarr will go forward too much.
Against John McGinn. Fucking hell.
McGinn's going to have a field.
John McGinn's left thigh is bigger than Archie Gray and Sarr strapped together. What are we doing here? Let's have a look at the
subs.
Let's have a look at the subs. Yeah, can we see the subs here? Hang on a second. So the subs are Vicario, Pedro Porro. Can you see it on the screen?
Yeah.
Bissouma, Casanova.
Dante Casanova. He's a fullback, right?
What's the name that is, by the way? I love him.
That
was you out in.
And then you've got.
I messaged her. I text Helga. She never texted me back. The bitch. So we got Casanova, Bentancur, Oluwaseyi.
Yeah, Oluwaseyi. He's a Callum Oluwaseyi. He's a good, skillful player, but you never know how these kids are going to turn out.
And then you got Brennan Johnson, Richalison, and Solanke. I mean, I'm actually quite. It's now going to be an interesting night just because I'm looking forward to seeing how Mikey Maud gets on. Looking forward to seeing Udogie, Telly, and Son. Telly in the 9. I mean, he hasn't done too much, but listen, if we're going to beat these guys, it's going to have to be quick, nippy, and zippy. And I'm looking forward to seeing this man, Richalison, as a little send off for him because I never thought he was a bad fullback ever. I thought he was a good fullback. I don't know why he was hated by basically
partying, wasn't it? He was out partying with a couple of players once and he fell out of favour. And then I see him. Sometimes you get caught going a bit too attack minded. He'll just lunge in when a player goes straight past him. But he could put a cross in and he loves to get forward. But I mean, he is a fullback at the end of the day.
I don't know if he'll fight to get back. Let's have a look at the Villa team, shall we? Here we go. Look at this, look at the strength. I can just see it and go, oh God, there's fights, there's muscle here. Emi Martinez in goal, Matty Cash, Konza, Pau Torres, and Martson, John McGinn, Kamara, and Onan. That midfield battle is like little versus large. Gee whiz. Amadou Onana, John McGinn, and Kamara. Is that Boubacar? Is his name Boubacar? Or something? Whatever his first name is, Kamara. And then at the top end, Asensio, not Brendan Rodgers. What's his first name? What's Rodgers' first name? What's his first name?
Morgan
Rodgers. And then Ollie Watkins. Look at that for a 6. Look at that. You know, that's what a team. This is such a good team, isn't it? Such a good team. And then who they got on the bench? Olsen, Disassi, Chelsea man, Bogard, Dutch, Luca Dean, Garcia, Tyrone Mings, Ross Barkley still doing it. Leon Bailey is going to end up in Saudi this summer for about 100 million euros. Dodgy as fuck. And then Marlon. They've got such a good squad, haven't they, boys? Such a good squad.
Yeah.
It's just power.
Matty Cash must be crying his eyes out. He's got no one to kick that wants to kick in our team. You know what I mean? So he'd be upset. He's got no one who can bully.
Don't put it.
If he tries it on with Sarr and Gray, he'll get as good as he gets.
Have we got a single first team player? We haven't, have we? There's no first team player in there, is there? Spence, Danzo, Davies, Richalison, Sarr, Gray, Udogie. Actually, these
Sonny maybe.
Yeah, these 4 need to be careful tonight because they could all play a big part. And him, Pape Sarr. I don't know, guys. I think it's little versus large. It's speed versus strength, to be honest.
I hope Kinsky don't let one slip through his fingers like he did in the FA Cup away at Villa.
Yeah. I hope not for his own confidence, but like in terms of does it matter either way? Although, you know what? Having said that, there's still £12 million up for grabs in the merit points based on how many games we have left and how many points. There's 5 teams that we can still, or 4 teams that we can still overcome. So £12 million not to be sniffed at, Blaine, right?
It's not at all. Do you know, though, did you see the stat of what Arsenal got in the semi-final of the Champions League versus us in the final?
They probably made 120 million.
Very close, 125. We get 32 for getting to the final.
Hey, let me ask you about that, right? Because I had a raging debate with Johnny about this. He was like, "It's a good thing that the team after it was after the league stage finished, of the European tournaments, and Man United were the highest earning club in terms of revenue from the Europa League, and we were second, I think, and they had like an extra million on top. I think we made like 22 and they made 23 or something like that. I forget the detail. And the bottom club out of 32 or 36, whatever it was in the Champions League, I think it was like Vicenza Pilsner or whatever they're called. They earned like £4 million more, and they lost 7 out of 8 games and drew the 8th, right? And they earned more money, like significantly more money versus United, Tottenham, Lazio, everyone else. And I'm like, that's a disgrace, right? It's a disgrace. The distribution of money is incorrect. And Johnny was like, no, it's good because those bottom teams are going to like be able to sort of compete more in their own leagues. I was like, no, they're not going to be able to compete more. They're going to be able to out-compete everybody in their own leagues because nobody else in those leagues is going to earn that amount of money. So it creates haves and have-nots at whatever division of football you're looking at, whether it's the Premier League, whether it's Liga and Spanish, or even over in like Czech Republic and Holland and fucking wherever, Slovenia. Any team that makes it into the league stage of the Champions League is going to do better than any team that does very well in the Europa League. Like, to me, that just creates the imbalance is ridiculous. To me, I think it's outrageously like skewed,
imbalanced,
imbalanced, right? And and like Johnny's like, no, it's good for football because it helps these teams be able to like cultivate better youth, and I hear what he's saying, but what it doesn't do is creates more imbalance in their own micro leagues as well. I don't know what your thoughts are.
We think, right? Okay, in England this season we're going to have 5 qualify for the Champions League, right?
We'll have 6 this year. 6 teams this year are going to make it.
Yeah. So you're creating that segregation again. You've got those 6, then the next couple in Europa, and then whoever gets the Conference League. It's just separating further and further and further every season.
Yeah. And even with those 6, you can't guarantee, even when the league's finished, that they're going to be the 6 because we don't know the fate of Chelsea and Man City yet with their, with Man City's 115 charges, So, I mean, I'm already prepped for that. I can't wait to hear what they're going to do over that. You know what I mean? So we're seeing that. But I'm more interested actually in Wednesday, like Sean alluded to earlier, the final. I mean, like, because of our injuries, we've all been playing Football Manager, haven't we? And I've been permutations mode. We'll go 4-4-2. Will we go 4-4-1-1? Will we go 4-3-3? Will we go 4-2-3-1? Will you play Solanke up front with just Son tucked in behind him in a 4-1-1, which is Richalison on the left to give you a bit of steel down the left-hand side with your Udogie? So on the right-hand side, you've got Johnson either side of a Bentancur and Bissouma like that. So Johnson goes forward, you've got Porro behind him. I mean, I've gone through so many permutations, but then again, you could play Solanke and Richarlison as 2 strikers up front and let Porro's crosses come in from the right into the pair of them. Miss one, you get the other one. They're both good and decent in the air. So, and then because the argument is, well, if we haven't got a number 10, well, don't even think about playing one. But Mikey Moore playing today might be an experiment. We don't know.
Might be and then you add into that Ali Gould's comments earlier on, where Hans just said he could play Porro in midfield.
Well, this is actually.
I'd love to see. By the way, I'd love to see it more advanced.
We know 9 of the players for Wednesday, don't we? We know it's going to be Vicario. You're going to Udogie, VDV, Romero, Porro. It's going to be Bentancur and Bissouma in midfield. Right, that's 7, and Solanke and Johnson are going to play. It's 9. So now we don't know how Son's going to get on today. So that's 9 players. But the other 2 that are brought in are going to be what decides how we set up in this game.
Do you think that Sonny, even if Sonny gets through 90 minutes, that he has a stinker? Does he? And he comes because at this stage of the season when it comes to like. Not that our medical team can be trusted, and we got to spend a few minutes talking about the disgrace that was Decky, right? Decky getting smashed, getting up, playing on, getting smashed again, getting up, doing like trots up and down the sideline. The medical team allowing him to go on, then sitting down, right? And then they have to get a consultant in to go. Oh no, he needs surgery. This medical team is an absolute disgrace, right? But so I don't trust their opinion. Not that I'm a medical, like obviously you'd have to trust their opinion over anybody that's not a medical person, but I don't trust their opinion. But you equally can't trust the opinions of players because they're going to tell you that they're ready when they're not because they want to play, right? So if Sonny has a stinker today, but he plays 90 minutes, do you start him on Wednesday?
I don't think Sonny's going to play 90 today. I think he'll get first half, maybe 50, 55 minutes.
I think he has to play 90 for me to even think about putting him in my 11 or even in my squad. He'll be on the like at best he's a bench player right now. If he plays 90 today and he does something that actually reminds me of the Sonny that I loved and I still love, then I'll think about it. But if he doesn't, if he puts in a stinker, he ain't starting for me. Is he starting for you guys? Is there any world in which he starts on Wednesday?
We need to see how he goes today, not whether he has a stinker. What I'm interested in see, when he came on as sub, he looked energised. He looked like, apart from the injury, the rest had done him some good, right? Because apparently he only got over a groin injury and all, didn't he? Like before, and he had the operation at the end of last season.
But he's also someone. No disrespect to him, but like the amount of excuse merchants we have in our squad and across our club. Ange Postecoglou talks out of both sides of his mouth, right? He's always finding an excuse for whatever's happening today, which opens him up to criticism about what he said yesterday. And like Sonny, over the last couple of years, Sonny's like, he's played 38 games. He forces himself out there. And then at the end of the season, he says, I've been playing injured all year. Yeah. Then why? Then why are you doing that? Your performance is hurting our team, by the way. Yeah. It's not all about you, mate. I just get... There's so many memes. There's so much like fucking Roadrunner-esque behaviour in our club. Maddison's guilty of it. Decky's guilty of it. Romero's guilty of it. Vicario's guilty of it. Ange is guilty of it. Sonny in the past has been guilty of it. I get sick and tired of the only person that's come out and thought to say thank you and to big up the fans at all this season was Bissouma in the semi-final second leg after the Bodo game.
And I'm not keeping him next year either.
No, I don't really want him to keep. But I'll tell you what, though, mate, like it made me fall in love with him a little bit more because he did the simple thing, but it's the thing that no one else has done. And it's such a scarce thing as a Tottenham fan to hear a player go, thank you to the fans, this was for you. But now I'm like, you're my boy, Biss.
Yeah.
You're my boy.
On your question, Son hasn't looked good on the eye test. His numbers are good. I think he's got 12 goals, 11 assists. You can check it now, or whatever it is, something like that. But he's our best finish with less feet, and he's got quick feet. Could he play as a 10? Well, he's got the feet. He's got the quickness of feet to do it. Has he got the slide rule pass? He's got the short 5, 7 yard, 8 yard pass on him, and isn't like most players have got anyway.
I don't remember the last time he put in a decent pass. All I see him do is get the ball, run into trouble, stop, slow down, and then end up waiting for Udogie.
Well, check his assists. He's got about 11 assists.
But usually that's crossing the back post for Johnson.
Well, then he also gets accused of never crossing the ball. So if he's crossing them to the back post, no, I think there's a bit. I think them assists will be mixed. There'll be a mixture amongst them. I'm not sure.
What's going on?
So
Shut it, Adrian, you mug.
That's Helga giving him a call.
You're supposed to call me. Call me back, Helgi. Call me back.
I didn't know, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I hear you, mate. I hear you. Let me let's pivot then. Adrian, you winding me up. Let's so we're not sure about Sonny. Are we sure that it's going to be Brennan Johnson?
I think it is.
Yeah.
100%. So Odebear and Tell aren't playing for minutes, or Odebear at least isn't competing for minutes right now.
You can't ignore 17 goals, can you? I mean, I know 9 in the league or his league's highest scorer next to Slinky, but you can't ignore it. And he oh, for fuck's sake, sorry. And yeah, I mean,
who is it?
Oh, it's a friend of mine, a fellow Spurs fan, John O'Rourke. You won't know him. So yeah,
bring him on.
Yeah, I was going to joke and say it's Ange. He wants to ask some last minute advice. Off of me and all people.
Yeah, listen, mate.
I can't fathom this club out, and I've been following them over 6 decades. You know?
If you can't see why I'm calling you, mate, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Like, write your headlines. Write your headlines.
Ange, it is what it is, mate. Just get on with it.
I can't take your call. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So Brennan Johnson's going to start on Wednesday. And who do you put in the 10?
Do we have to play a 10? This is the thing. I mean, I know 4-4-2 is old-fashioned because you're spreading 4 midfielders out wide and people like to play compact. This is why everyone plays 3 across the middle and everyone plays narrow. And you've got that long strip of grass down either the left wing or right wing. You see it in every game, And I think I wouldn't be against the 4-4-1-1 or 4-4-2 because I think if you had Richie if you had a midfield of Richie, Bissouma, Bentancur and Johnson, you would then have Solanke up front with Son tucking in behind him, a 4-4-1-1. But on the other hand, you could play Richie alongside Solanke and have Son on the left side of the midfield. You drive yourself nuts trying to think of a permutation for this game with the injuries we've got,
Could you see
Man United won't have a clue what we're doing. That's a good thing.
Where we play Solanke and Richie on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Could you see that?
Yeah, I think those two have to start, to be honest. It's just how do you go about it? How do you get the ball to them? How do you cut out the midfield? How do you avoid... Casemiro is a terrible player 9 games out of 10, but in the 10th game, he can really hurt you, and he usually steps up for the big one. So you want to get the ball, you want to keep the ball out of that midfield mess. And I think you have to go over the top a little bit. So I think that, for me, I think you have Richalison and Solanke. I just don't know whether or not you stick to the 4-3-3. I don't hate the 4-4-2 idea, Adrian. I really don't. I think it actually suits better if you play like Matisse Tell on the left wing, because he's going to work hard, right? He's going to work hard over there. He'll get stuck in. He's not obviously defensively minded, but then you think about Aaron Lennon back in the day that played on the right wing as a right winger, and that was in a 4-4-2, and he wasn't defensively minded, but he had people behind him that could help out. I think the back 5 picks itself, and I think then you can make the argument if you don't have any creativity in the midfield, then don't do it that way. Go to a 4-4-2. You stick Pedro Porro maybe on the right wing. You stick Jed Spence behind him. You stick Udogie and Odebear, Bissouma and Bentancur, and then you just go for Solanke and Richarlison.
I think this would be being a bit probably not Ange negative, and we're trying to think of if he did this. If you went with Solanke and Richarlison up front, you've got Porro bombing on down the right, hitting crosses over to them. They're both good in the air. So you get in the centre of the penalty area and you get in the far post for Richie, right? Then if Udogie's playing a more disciplined role, because Porro's going forward, the 2 centre-backs could move slightly across to the right and Udogie could come in as a 3rd centre-back on the left to cover that. Because that's if Son's in front of him. That's if Son's in front of him, because we know Son's not going to be the best at tracking back and winning the ball. So if Son was playing, that's it. But if not, I still think it would be a good idea. If you want to give Porro, there's even been rumours today, well, why not play Porro in the team? Give him a free role. But then if you're playing Porro
he's never played there in his life.
Oh, no. Playing him further forward. Then say as you play him just, if you're playing 4-3-1-2. So you've now got, you kill the midfield with Sarr, Bentancur and Bissouma. You have Porro in front of them, and then you have Solanke and Richie, or you have Solanke and Son up front. But the permutations are, even with all their injuries, you can think of loads of permutations of how to go. We would be really solid. We'd have the boring midfield in front of a solid back 5, and then you're relying on 3. So really, you're playing an 8-3. You're playing an 8-3 doing that, really. Whereas when you're playing 4-2-3-1, you're playing a 7-4.
Amarim came out in a who was it? It was for the Australian press, and said did an interview with Qantas No, who's this? Whatever the sports.
Optus.
That's it. And he said, we know what Tottenham are going to do, and Tottenham know what we're going to do, and that makes it easier for everybody. Right? He knows that he knows that we're going to press really hard and try and have the ball, and they know that we're going to try and pounce. And I'm like, I think that's mind games. If it's not mind games, then it's lazy on his part because maybe he hasn't been watching Tottenham in the Europa League, but we're not like go after it 70% possession and press. I mean, we do press hard for sure. That's never going to change. But in terms of like how much possession do we have? We've had a lot less possession in the most recent Europa League games than we have in the Premier League, and we have better results. So I personally think the Wednesday is going to be the stinkiest of games ever. I think it's going to be the most boring final of all time. And it could either be a 0-0 and it goes to penalties.
I think either way it will suit us. I mean, you've nailed it really, because like away to West Ham, away to Brentford before, away to West Ham. At Brentford, Bentancur was outstanding, stood at the back, and Berghvall helped him in the midfield pivot. Away to West Ham, we stank the place out, got the draw. Then we go away to Frankfurt, where everybody thought we would get stuffed, apart from me and Sean and the three other positive Spurs fans on the planet. and then like we go away to Bodo.
The revisionism is wild, isn't it? Everyone's like, oh, Bodo's nothing. Yeah. They're terrible. That wasn't what you were saying 3 days ago. That's what you were saying. Don't start moving the goalposts. I know what you said. The history never forgets. And I've got an elephant memory. I haven't got an elephant dick, but I've got an elephant memory. I never forget what people say.
Yeah. I've got more confidence.
We're doing it again, Sean. We're doing it.
We are doing it again, Blaine. Sorry, Adrian. Go ahead.
I've got more confidence that we can defend as a unit during a period where we be under pressure, because they're going to have chances. All teams cause you threats at times, and we will as well. But I've got more confidence of us getting over the line against them, because the little I've seen of Man United, they're the worst Man United I've ever seen, apart from the team that got relegated in the 70s. I mean, like, they are. I mean, I thought we lacked cohesion and we're disjointed. I mean, like, I don't think Amarin's got a clue. At least we know we've got a solid back seven with Bissouma and Bentancur there. So the four, they're not in critical positions to make mistakes, but I mean, unless they miss sitters. So my confidence based on that, I mean, like I said, I think we'll nick it. I think it'd be close. I think it'd be 1 goal, but I think we'll win 2-1.
I think we're going to win as well. I'm going to win. I'm staking my it's done reputation. Well, I've got like 4 out of 5 it's done's. Right. I also said, for what it's worth, I said that in January, I said by the summer there'll be an it's done with Qatar on some level of investment, and that's all gone quite quiet. So I might be wrong about that. But the other 4 that I've been like very confident on have all come in, and I just hope that I'm not wrong about this result, because it's so important, boys, isn't it? Like, there's nothing. It can't be like stated. It can't be understated how important it is.
It's definitely a sliding doors moment, Sean.
Yeah,
it definitely is. You know, you're saying about Qatar, by the way, they're too worried negotiating with Trump. That's why they haven't come to us. But
yeah, I'm surprised Daniel Levy wasn't invited out to join up forces with Trump and the LinkedIn fella and the open AI guy. Was on that plane. It's great. This Daniel Levy, he's one of the best ever. He's one of the best. We're gonna go on a weave. We're gonna come back. Tottenham Hotspur.
You just gaslighting these days as a YouTuber. You should go and be a comedian, Sean. Impersonations are us. Hey, look, next Wednesday. Look, Adrian saying he's ice cool and no nerves. I don't believe you, by the way. I think you're bullshitting. But
I'll be as nervous. Don't get me wrong. I've already got the booze in for Wednesday already. The bottles of wine and a beer. Don't get me wrong.
You're going to drink wine on Wednesday.
Oh,
yeah, I'm a red wine drinker as well as a real ale drinker.
I'm slurping.
I drink wine and these, right? These are brilliant.
I'd go and get more, whatever they are, because you got your green screen, so it's not coming up. But I would, proper Joe, is that what it says? Proper job? Listen, dude, you're going to be, like, we're all going to be shitting ourselves. You need alcohol.
I will as well.
But wine is not, you can't guzzle wine, mate. And that's what when you're nervous, you go for another slurp. Like I am with the vape, right? You go for another slurp. You can't be doing that with red wine, otherwise you'll be like all over a fucking place.
Sean, spare thought for me. I'm going to be in fucking Wilmslow next Wednesday to watch this final.
Where's Wilmslow?
Up near Manchester, mate. I'm going to be right in red country.
It'll probably be raining as well then.
Oh, probably will, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Shitty airport hotel.
I'm gonna have to. Good boy, Jay, mate. I'm gonna have to find. So I spoke to the people that have provided my ticket. And I said, hey, listen, guys. Now that we know that it's Tottenham United in the final, Tottenham are in the home end. So can you speak to your supplier and do your best to get me a ticket in the home end? And they said, yeah, appreciate you asking that. Unfortunately, we can't guarantee that. We'll get, you've got a best available ticket, so that could be anywhere. If you want, we can reach out to the supplier and ask them, but they may come back and say, if you definitely want a Tottenham ticket, then it's going to cost you X amount more. And I'm like, after all what I've already paid,
they want an admin fee, basically, don't
of course,
they?
right? And I was like, all right. Ask the question. Ask the question. See how much it's going to be. Even if it was another 100 quid or whatever. I was like, I don't mind. At this stage, I'd rather be doing that for 100 quid more than sitting in a United end. And then they came back and said, actually, we can't guarantee anything. So we can either relist the ticket. I was like, don't you dare do that. Or you just get what you're given. I said, I'll take what I'm given. So I feel like on Tuesday when I get there, I'm going to have to be walking around and speaking to United fans. And hopefully I'll find, if I do get it put in the United section, hopefully I'll find someone that's in the United fan base that has done the same as I have and got stuffed with a ticket in the Tottenham end.
Did you see that report which they said? I mean, I haven't sourced it, but they said Spurs will outnumber United fans there because they reckon about 15,000 Spurs fans are going out there without tickets. Yeah,
but it's a big deal for Tottenham, isn't it? United have been there, half a dozen more times in my lifetime. So it's such a massive day, though, isn't it? I don't know why people are undermining it, and it's fucking Europa League, boys. If we win this, and by the way, if we go and smash PSG or Inter in the Super Cup and get your fucking plane tickets ready on Wednesday night, because if we do beat United, we're going to Udogie. We're going Udogie. La da da. Right, and if we go and win the Super Cup, first of all, we've got a decent shout of being in the World Club Cup in 4 years' time, which is a money spinner. But on top of that, if we win the Super Cup, we've won more European trophies in 6 weeks than Arsenal have won in their entire lifetime. Like them apples, Arsenal.
Love it.
It's like that, Lee Gunner, Egal, Etal, all those guys.
Sean, you'll be switching from Helga to Gabriella or Adriana.
Yeah, 100%. Francesca, Senorita, Helga, the Senorita to Gabriella.
So back to the original question, Sean. Would you play? Why are you playing Son?
No, back to the original question. So yeah, how we starting the game?
Yeah, I'm playing him. Even if he plays today now, I would start him. I'm not Ange, obviously, but I would. I think he's our best finisher on the day.
You start Son, would you?
Yeah, I would start Son Wednesday. Yeah,
I wouldn't.
Even if he only gets
that's fair enough.
Right. Do you know why? Who do you want in that huddle 2 seconds before kickoff, riling the team up? Do you want Son or do you want Romero? I want Romero.
Yeah. Sonny's too playful, mate. He's a 16-year-old caught up in a 31-year-old's body. Like he's not. I just imagine that he's all fun and game. I can't imagine. Although having said that, he did beat the shit out of the guy from PSG, Kang In Lee or whatever.
And he loves a goal against Aston Villa.
If he scores tonight, then I'm open-minded. But if he doesn't, if he puts in a stinker,
right?
If he puts in a stinker, boys, I got to be honest. I don't think he deserves a start. If we're doing that, he deserves a start because it's romantic. Then I think that we're silly as a fan base. I think we've got to be silly. Let me know in the chat. Chat. There's 360 of you here. Love to see it. Yeah. Smash the 1 for Sonny to start on Wednesday. Smash the 0 for earn it before you get it, Sonny, tonight.
One for his starts, if he shows his fit today. If he shows his fit today, do your 1s and 0s because if he don't show his fit today, obviously you'd be on the bench.
Yeah, the 0 doesn't mean he doesn't start. The 0 just means earn it tonight. But 1 means he starts regardless.
Earn it tonight.
We'll be on. Let's have a look. Patrick's come out of the box for 0. Designed to win 0. Like that name, by the way.
No, it's looking pretty even.
0-0-0. Wilson's the only one that Sonny gets in either way. Spurs, Graham. 0, he comes on. John says 0.
I think the zeros have got it. Dawson's doing
Dawson, you're spamming the chat.
That's what I normally do. Sean goes,
you're trying to manipulate, mate. I'm not a bozo.
You can't have 2 votes like me. Yeah. I don't even get a casting vote. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So at the moment, we've got Dawson saying. I think there's only 2 ones. So Wilson saying yes, and Dawson saying yes, and one trophy 24 years is saying yes. That's it.
You've got to wait until after tonight.
Feral Ferret saying 1.
I think that's fair, Adrian. Yeah, assess it based on tonight because he might not even have 90 minutes in his legs.
I think he's been fit and he's been wrapped up in cotton wool for a couple of weeks now. I think he's been on that training field for about 3 weeks now.
Yeah, but match fit versus fit is different things.
Yeah. Right. So this leads into a topic I actually want to bring up with Sean. I've been waiting to ask him. What do you think about Sonny not travelling to Bodo? If we think that he's been back training and back getting fit, why did he not travel with the squad out to Bodo?
Interesting. So when we got back from Bodo on the Thursday night, we played West Ham on the Sunday, right? That was it West Ham? No, it was Palace, sorry. And he played 25 minutes against Palace, right? Played 30 minutes. So he was fit for Palace, but he didn't train. He didn't travel to Bodo, and the excuse was that he didn't travel to Frankfurt was because he's got to get on with his training. That's actually a really interesting question, mate. And I think, fool me once, fool me twice. The first time around, you go, okay, fair enough. If you're not fully fit, but if he was fit a couple of days later to play half an hour, and he's now fit 3 days after that, 4 days after that to play hopefully some decent minutes tonight, he would have been fit. Maybe not to get on the bench against Bodo.
It's obvious.
We're not even talking about playing.
We're not talking about playing, but he was fit to travel. He was fit to travel. So that's either his decision or the club's decision. Maybe Levy wanted to save on an airline ticket. You know what I mean? But
actually, it's an interesting segue there. So to answer your question, but I don't know, and it's actually I haven't thought of it, to be honest. It's an interesting one, and maybe I'll spin it into a conspiracy theory that. He knows he's not playing and he doesn't give a fuck about Tottenham anymore. I'm only kidding. But it's an interesting one. I don't know. But now that Adrian's brought up Daniel Levy trying to save on a ticket, how many of the people in the chat here? There's 370 now, right? Just quickly, before I ask the question, quick one. If you are Levy out, smash me a 1. If you're Levy out, smash me a 1. If the buck stops at the top, smash me a 1. If you're someone that's, I don't think there's anyone that's Levy in, but if you're someone that's like, I think about it differently, then smash me a 0.
I know the answer to this because I know what Levy probably said to Son. He probably said, Son, look, the money we save on your ticket will allow us to put a scarf on every seat in the away end, right?
It wins the prize, man.
Did you get a scarf, Sean?
No, because I wasn't in the away. I ended up in the away end. But I was initially in the home end. I was on the halfway line in the neutral section. That was all Bodo, and we got thrown out for being antagonistic, reckless, drunken idiot.
Well, I fully expected to see you online with Johnny Ham, crowdfunding for us to pay your fines and get you out of prison, you know what I mean? So,
well, listen, the only person that managed to almost not get into the country was Henry because he lost his passport between getting on the plane and getting off the plane.
Only Henry,
So of the ones, right? So I can see Dawson is doing his thing. That's fine. So of the ones, right? So James, Stanny, who else is there? There's a few ones in there. I think, yeah, Ishmael, you guys, right? Does Daniel Levy get any credit, or is it just an embarrassment if you are a Man United fan that you've got an owner like Sir Jim Ratcliffe, that he's paid for all 700 full-time Tottenham staff to get to Bilbao, but Man United couldn't stump up the cash for any of their or for very little of their staff, and that 3 or 4 players have had to come out, ex-players, and come out and gone, if we're that broke, I'll pay for 30, I'll pay for 50 or whatever. I mean, it's the worst version of PR that Sir Jim Ratcliffe could possibly want, especially when the ex-players have come out and gone, if you can't do it, you absolutely... He's a billionaire, by the way. He's lost £6.5 billion of his wealth this year because of, share prices and things dropping off. For Ineos, but he's still, even with his £6.5 billion loss, he's still worth £17 billion. Right? Do you know how much? You could wrap, if you had $100 bill, you could wrap that round, lined up end to end. 17 billion would go around the earth twice. That's how many $100 bills there are, and yet he couldn't be bothered to take 200 of those $100 bills that wouldn't even get you to the end of the street in my house and pay for his staff to go to Bilbao. Is it a Daniel Levy win or is it a Sir Jim Ratcliffe L?
It's a win for Levy. It's sort of, you like your conspiracies. It could be psychological warfare pre-game, because how are they going to feel we're doing it and they're not? It's another little negative for them fans to chew on, which is good. If they're chewing on negative, it's good. And we're keeping more positive vibes around us. Yeah,
100%. Right, boys, it's 7 o'clock. I'm going to say thank you so much for jumping on. I know that Johnny's going to join in a second, and I've got to get the stream sort of sorted out and everything for the watch along. But what's going on your channel, Adrian? What are you doing this evening and later on?
Tonight we're on at 10 o'clock UK time. We're an hour later than usual because we like to cater for Americans and Canadians and those in the southern. If you two are about, I'll send you the link. Right, Drew Zilla's hosting. I'll be on with stateside footage. Steve, he's good. He's very good, Steve. He's on. And we always have Alan Kravitz on, Team Tottenham Go, I think he is.
I love Alan. Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, so they're on. But, as we're coming up, I said we won't be doing a show Sunday because we've got a preview on Tuesday. And I said, look, let's have quite a few on if they want to come on, because it is we're going to be making history. So I don't mind we can have a maximum of 10. I don't mind having more on than usual. I'm sure Drew doesn't as well. And the same for Tuesday. Then afterwards, we usually go back to 4 or 5, because with 4 or 5, when you're talking serious shit, everyone gets a chance to have their say. If there's 8 or 10 of you, it isn't. But because we're a pre-cup final, sod it, we just relax our rules a bit. So we're going out at 10 o'clock. So that'll be, I've got to rush out straight after the game and go and One Football and get all the stats and the minutes and the incident minutes and get all that shit put down. And then just before the show starts, I've got most of the rest of the stuff set up and StreamYard for Drew. So and then we're out live,
Okay, so 10 o'clock tonight, and obviously you didn't treat this on the weekend as well. Thank you very much, Adrian. I appreciate you, mate. Get over to Adrian.
Thanks for the invite. Good to meet up with you. Good to see Blaine again. We're always chatting though. So we're always chatting in the WhatsApp groups like that. And
we'll get over to
when you're available,
And Blaine, where are you at, mate?
Super Spurs TV. Although, with work at the minute, I've barely been on any socials, even in the group chat, as you know, Adrian. I've barely been posting, but get through this period, get through to the end of June, and then work, and you'll be seeing me coming out with a lot of content. So get over there, give me a follow, I'll follow you back. Thanks for having me on again, Sean, as always.
Cheers, boys. Appreciate you guys. Love you. Thanks very much, guys. Make sure you smash.
Big up all in the chat for
I'll see you
smash the like button. Come on.
Spurs.
If Daniel Levy can put stars on seats, you can hit the like button. Come on, guys.
Love to see it. Right, boys, we're going to carry on the show. Cheers, Adrian. Cheers, Blaine. I'll see you in a little while, guys. We're going to carry on the show right now. We've got Johnny coming in a minute. Live stream. Here he is. He's in the background. He's coming in right now. Look at that. Seamless. It's almost like nothing happened. Here he is, Johnny. How are you, buddy?
I'm all right. I've got everything in place. The only thing I don't have in place is something quite crucial. It's called the television. I just...
Mate, what I'm going to need you to do,
I'm just going to mind
get going. I'm going to need, because you're going to be watching it on Sky on the actual TV, are you?
I will be, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to need you to do is to, he's gone away again. Is to Yeah, I can hear you. We're going to need you to, because I'm going to be like 20, 30 seconds behind you watching this on Now TV, because that's how we do it, Now TV. And we're going to need you to press pause on the live stream so that we can sync up on the time. But we've got 25 minutes, Johnny. The team news, mate, is fairly interesting. But before we get into Tottenham, I'm hearing through the chat. Can anyone in the chat, maybe can you be you, Cornish maid? Shout out to you, mate. Can you, or miss, maybe Cornish maid's a miss. Can you please show us the Now TV being 30 seconds behind? It's ironic. 100%. It should be called Slightly Behind TV. Love that. No, I don't mean dodgy stick. No, it's look. I'll show it to you there. Look. It's all done. It's all done, skis.
I'm looking at Roy Keane.
Oh, hang about. So I lost you there for a second. Can someone share with me the Man United team news? Because apparently they've gone full strength. Is that good news, Johnny, or is that? I mean,
great
good
news. It's great news. Listen. Let's be honest. Ange not got a clue. Is exactly that, right? You've got one manager who's going. Look, he's got so many players back. He needs to decide what team he's going to play in the final. I mean, he's got about 6 midfielders. Kobe Mainoo's back. Mason Mount is back. He's got Ugarte. He's got Casemiro. He's got what's the name? Anad is back. Garnacho's there. They've got Dorgu on one side. They've got Mansour on the other side. Right? They've got an abundance.
He's got more back than the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Correct. Whereas we are, slightly struggling.
What do you make of our team?
Well, for one, I'm quite excited. But knowing Ange Postecoglou, right? So for me, Wilson Odegaard had an audition playing the 10, didn't he, on Sunday, and failed miserably, absolutely miserably. He couldn't get a touch on the ball. So I'm looking at that team and I'm hoping, right, that Mikey Moore is playing the 10 role. Like I said, he's played in the academy, and Odegaard is on the right, Son is on the left, and Tell is through the middle, right? But knowing this manager, he's going to put Mikey Moore out on the right-hand side. He's not a right-handed side.
No, he's not. Mikey Moore's going to play in the 10, isn't he?
He should be playing in the 10, Sean. I've been saying it for how many weeks?
Yeah, but is that not what we're going to do tonight? Do you not think?
Well, that's what I expected to happen on Saturday. But no, what did he do? He pushed, when Sonny came on, he pushed Mikey Moore out onto the right-hand side. And he pushed Odegaard through into the 10 role.
Let's have a look at this. So we know the back four, right? It's Kinsky, Spence, Danso, Davies, Reggie. Nice to see Reggie. This will be his last.
Yeah, he's out of cold storage, mate. It's out of cold storage. It's good to see.
And then you got Sarr, Gray, and Moore. I think it's going to be Sarr, Gray, and Moore.
It should be Mikey Moore, but look.
Well, so what are you saying? You're saying Odegaard in the 10, Moore on the right, are you?
No, I'm saying it should not be that.
No, I'm saying, what do you think it is, though?
I got a terrible feeling that could be the way it will go. Odegaard on the right. Listen, I've seen Mikey Moore. When I first saw Mikey Moore and I stood up and I said, I've just seen a young Paul Gascoigne, he was playing the 10 role. Yeah? He's playing through the middle. And for me, listen, if I were ever going to play Mikey Moore in that position, I would be having 2 holding midfielders. So like pass protection, if you're into the NFL, pass protection with Bissouma and Bentancur, giving him pass protection to go and be free just behind the striker. But listen, I love Mikey Moore in that position. I've said he should be on the bench and coming on with 15, 20 to go in the final. And I got laughed out of court. But listen, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
I didn't laugh you out of court.
I did, not you, but a lot of people. I had loads of comments still.
Do you think, well, actually, before I say do you think, have you seen Mikey Moore and Matisse Tell play in the same team?
Yeah, on the weekend, wasn't it?
In the last half an hour, yeah.
In the last half an hour.
Who's going to play? Who's going to play tonight in the 9? Is it Sonny up top or is it Tell up top? And
Well, it's
Sonny
got to be Tell for me. Because Sonny needs practice out on the left. Tell has played through the middle. He thinks he's a striker. He's not. But for me, if I was setting this up, I'm trying to mimic what I'm going to be doing on Wednesday. Low block, counter-attack with the pace of Odegaard, Tell, Micky Moore and the likes, yeah?
Yeah.
And there he is, Mason Mount back again with Ahmad.
Ainana, Lindelof, Mazraoui, and then the back three of Maguire. Oh, sorry. Dorgu on the right, on the left. Lindelof in the centre back with Maguire and...
Playing 4-4-2, isn't he? No, Shaw's going to be part of the centre back. Shaw's going to be centre back.
Shaw at centre back with Lindelof and Maguire, then Mazraoui and Dorgu. Yeah, and then Fernandes in the 10, Mount in the 8, and Casemiro in the 6. And then Ahmad on the right. On the left is Holland in the 9, and on the left is going to be...
That's a strong team. That's a strong team.
No, sorry, there's no right left, is there? It's 4-3-3. Sorry, it's 5.
Ahmad coming back is a massive boost for them. He's absolutely he's on fire. The kid, he's like a sensational young player. And then they've got on the bench there, Mainu is still there, and Ugarte has been rested with Garnacho. I mean,
they've got some options, haven't they? Gee whiz.
That's what I'm saying to you, right? So if it's a hot day, look, when this day goes on Wednesday and we're holding them out, if they started with that team, look what they've got to release on the bench there. You know, they're releasing Garnacho.
It's not going to be a hot day, though, mate. It's 9 o'clock at night in a pissing rain Bilbao.
No, it's not pissing with rain. My point is they've got legs on that bench. They got talent on that bench. Who will we be bringing on? Let's look at our subs. Who are we playing?
What?
Who are the starting team? We've got
who's going to be our bench will be Micky Moore.
9 of them missing, right? 9 of the players who are missing today will be starting on Wednesday. Yes, so only 2 of those starting today will be playing. Would we agree on that? Yeah.
Where's it gone? Here we go. I don't think 2 of these are going to be. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, one of these 2 are going to be. One of these 2 is going to be starting. This guy's not starting. He's not starting. He ain't starting. He ain't starting. He ain't
starting, mate. Tell and Son.
You think Tell and Son? Why did you say that?
Well, what I'm saying is there are 9 missing from that starting 11, right? Do you know what? I'm amazed. He's put Callum on the way.
Yeah, Vicario. So it's going to be Vicario, Udogie, Romero, Van der Ven, and Pedro Porro. Midfield of Bissouma, Bentancur, and someone else. Maybe Solanke, just for argument's sake. Richalison in the 9. And then on the left, it could be one of those two, and on the right, it will be Johnson. So only one player from that is missing. So we do have options on the bench. We have got options there.
All right. So what are the options?
Well, let's say it's Tell that's starting, right? They will start just for argument's sake, or Son.
So there's 9 missing. There's 9 missing.
No, there's 10 missing because if Sonny's playing, then you've got Tell, Moore, Odegaard. Off the bench, right? As attacking options.
I'm telling you, there'll be 2 of those 3 probably starting.
Okay, well then you're not finding a space for Richarlison.
Well, I'm saying what I would do and not what he would do. If I was me, I'd start Richarlison probably in the 10 role and pivot with Solanke personally for strength and battling. And in fact, I'd probably play Richarlison as the head, right? And I'd play Solanke in the 10 role, dropping back, if I'm honest.
Yeah, did you see those noise today that Postecoglou wouldn't rule out the idea of playing Porro in a midfield role?
Listen, he says a lot of stuff, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, I'm happy for him to play games. You know, I'm happy for him to do that. I don't mind what he does and what he says.
He doesn't care anyway. Wherever I go, mate, I'll get another job. And I'll win more trophies, mate.
Have you seen Oliver Glasner's crashed in, mate, in the favourite stakes?
Yeah.
Next manager.
Listen. I'm over the moon, right? I'll tell you why. Because I look over at that club. Spurs
are 9-1 to win this game. I'm fucking putting a cheeky 10 on that if that's the case. Is that real?
Of course it is. Just to let you know, I've got so much confidence. I've made Ollie Watkins my triple captain in the fantasy football. I forgot I left it out on another game, and I should have.
Mate, they've got a one hell of a strong team, haven't they?
Yeah. But what's name's not playing tonight? There's no Tielemans. There's no Tielemans, and there's no Rashford.
I got to find out if that price is right.
The price is right. Come on down. The price is right.
Hang on, what am I doing now? Let's have a look. Are we actually? Would you put a bet on Tottenham at 9-1? Let's have a look. What are we doing here? Share this tab instead. Is it on the screen? Oh, he's gone. It disappeared.
No, I'm here.
He's there. I'm there. Tottenham, Aston Villa, Tottenham. Oh, I've only got a penny. Oh, that's right. I emptied my account, didn't I? I have to put some money in a minute. Let's have a look. See what we're doing here. What are we doing here, people? Aston Villa versus Tottenham.
Ooh. Shame about the Arsenal.
Players to score. Players. They've got all these players to score before Tottenham have.
Right. Well, 9 of the 11, I would say Vicario, Porro, Romero, Van de Ven, Udogie, Bissouma, Bentancur, Johnson, and Solanke are all starters. Would you agree? Shall I read them out to you again?
Yeah.
Vicario, Porro, Romero, Van de Ven, Udogie, Bissouma, Bentancur, Johnson, Solanke. So that's 9. So there's only 2 more that can come in. So and
I think Richalison's one of them. So that's 10.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So then you've only got one of those players tonight will play on Wednesday. But I want to see what Mikey. I don't want to see Odebear in the 10. I want to see Mikey Moore in the 10. I'm giving him a hard 17-2. So that's 8.5 to 1. Fuck it out. Do you know what? 11-2 for the draw. I think that. You know what? Hang about. I'm gonna put some money.
Hang about.
Can you? Have
you done the link for the watch along?
Have I done the what?
Have you done the link for the watch along? No.
What link?
On Twitter.
No, I haven't.
It's a secret.
No, there's 400 people here already, mate. We're fine with the 400. We don't need no more. But what I do need is to put some money on my betting account. Right about now, 11-2. Are we having a laugh? Are you having a laugh? Let me update my number. Add new card. Bear with me, people. This is important. There's money to be lost here. There's money to be thrown away. I'm going to light it up and burn it into oblivion. Johnny, have you seen the Aston Villa team?
Yes. They've got no Tielemans. They've fallen apart. There's no Tielemans and there's no Rashford.
Mate, no, their squad.
I know.
Their squad is ridiculously.
Who's this Morgan Rogers geezer? Yeah.
Outrageous, mate. It's outrageous how. Hang on, I'm going to put some money on the account here. Just put cheeky ton. Some entries not completed correctly. What did I do? Oh, that's right. I've got that bad boy. All right. We're gonna back Tottenham in a way that's unconventional, and by that I mean a draw.
Sean, did you not back Bodo Glint to win at 9-1? Obviously, loads of people backing Bodo Glint as well.
Yeah, I did back Bodo Glint.
Yeah.
And it backfired like a.
Now you're Bodo skin. Hang on.
It backfired like a beaut. 4-6. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Why can't I just get this done? This is annoying me, and it's probably annoying the chat. Sorry, chat. Just give me 2 seconds, people. Just give me 2 seconds. Johnny.
Yeah, that's me.
Is there a chance that you are on board the idea that we're not going to lose tonight?
No.
You think we're going to get smashed, do you?
Look, I feel it's weird enough that I actually am not at the game tonight. This feels all very weird to me sitting here watching it on television. But no.
No what?
This is a very important game for me. No.
Why can't I?
I learn English here very good. It is a fine day today, no? Hang on. Oh, here he is. And not got a clue.
What's he saying? Call it out for me. Let us know what he's saying.
Yeah, I thought better off to start him off. Obviously, Dominic Villo's a difficult place. Having him out there, his experience with the lineup that's fairly inexperienced, I think will help us.
To win each match is very difficult, and how we are responding the last month, the players very focused and the players well aware about our capacity, our possibility to get the European position like we got, but of course...
It's a very good Spanish accent. He's actually from Basildon.
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. No, I
don't know what he's on, but there you go.
What's the
doing a post here just in case anyone watches the watch.
What is going on? There's been a problem accessing my Christ. Damn it! These odds are too good. I don't get it. I need to get a drink. Can you hold the fort for 5 minutes, mate, or 30 seconds? Can you just have a chat with the chat? I'm back.
Hang on 1 second, guys. I'm just doing a. 1 second. Okay. There we go. How boring is that? Sorry, guys. Let's have a look at the chat. Let's close this down. Sorry, guys. Just trying to get myself together. Comments. Oh, here we go. Right. Okay. Draw and tell to score. Okay. I reckon, guys, I don't know about you, but I'm going to go for an Ollie Watkins double 3-1. 3-1 tonight. I mean, that's very hopeful, to be honest with you, to lose 3-1 in a game like this. So much is on the line here for Aston Villa. They desperately need, with 2 games to go, with 96% of their income spent on wages. They cannot afford to drop any points tonight, and I just can't see them doing it. Can't see them doing it. I see. There's your Bodo. Your Bodo scarf has joined your chair.
I'll never forget her.
No,
never forget her.
Heung Min Son. I mean, how many minutes does Heung Min Son need to play tonight to start, in your opinion?
He has to start. I think he's got to play the full 80 minutes, and I think he not just start, but I think he actually has to put in a shift, mate.
Yeah, I actually don't want to see him start on Wednesday. I really don't. I just don't want to see any of this sentimental Harry Kane 2019 crap again. He wasn't in good form before the injury. He looked very leggy before the injury. And after 4 or 5 weeks out and playing 20 minutes, there's no way he's anywhere near match fit. And with the pace that United are going to have with Ahmad, Dorku, and the likes, Garnacho, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I think we need legs, and that's why I think you've got to start Richie in the 10 and tell out on the left, and probably Johnson or Odegaard out on the right hand side.
Who
Go on.
Do you of Odebear and Tell and Sonny? What's your stack rank on those players?
I mean, how do you do that one? Look, Sonny is light years ahead of them all, right? Okay, not currently, but you know they couldn't even hold a candle to anything that Sonny's achieved in his career. But as goal contributions, Odebear has, is it 3 goals so far in his career? And,
Odebear? He's not scored many. Not scored many.
Yeah, he's scored 3. But let me tell you something. In the Bundesliga and in the Premier League and in the FA Cup and in the Carabao Cup, Matthias Tell has played 34 games, scored 3 goals, 1 a penalty, 1 a ball hit him, and 1 good goal.
Yeah.
Okay? So, you know, for me, there is absolutely no reason in my mind that he should be in any shape, way, or form being paid anywhere near the sort of money. Here they're coming out now.
Are they?
Yeah.
About to put my bet on. Hang on a second. Just waiting for the security check. Here we go. That's good. Get that done. Get it done. Get it done. Get it done. We're in £100 into the account. Now let's go and let's burn it. Let's put that bet on. What are we going to do? We were going to go and put
Ollie Watkins for a hat trick. Were you not saying?
I would never bet against Tottenham, mate, ever.
Joking.
Oh, what am I doing here? Yeah, live football, night football. Okay.
Are they coming out with their kids by the looks of it?
Yeah, I'm going to have to. Once the game starts.
Ollie Watkins' daughter is crying her eyes out because I think a rocket just shot past their head. I mean, what kids? I mean, who brings their kids out to the fireworks? Like she's hiding behind them.
Do you remember those fireworks in? Was it the gun that was shot in Bodo that scared the shit out of you?
She's crying her eyes out there. She's crying her eyes out. Probably need counselling afterwards.
Tottenham to win. Hang on a second. How about this? Tottenham to win, or
3 changes for Villa.
I'm having a Tottenham. I'm having a draw. I'm going for a draw. Let's set the stake. At.
I like Pape Matar. Onana, Boubacar Kamara in midfield with John McGinn.
Yeah, they're a powerful team, mate. They're a powerful team, but so are Tottenham. So is my desire for Tottenham. Look, why have they got kids coming out? What's going on, Ollie Watkins? Why have you got a little girl and a little boy?
I said she's crying.
The girl is crying her eyes out. She's not used to the lights, the fame. Unbelievable.
I'm not being funny. Hang on a second. I was in Bodo when that rocket went off. I actually jumped out my skin.
You shit yourself. I remember. Yeah.
So did Henry.
Yeah. I think I caught that on camera, to be honest.
Yeah, you did.
I think I did. Yeah. Boys and girls, smash the like button. Villa will score within 5 minutes.
Hang on a second. What do we do if Pape Matar gets injured?
No, mate. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Come on, I've got to see Mike. If I find Mikey Moore's out on that right-hand side, I'm not going to be happy. He is. They're showing Odebear as the 10. What did I tell you?
All right, press pause, mate, on your screen. And then I'll tell you where I'm at. So I've got a picture of Ange Postecoglou on. Can you press pause?
Hang on.
Now I'm seeing Anthony Kinsky. Now, like, if you could press rewind on your Sky thing, I'm seeing Spence, Danso, Davies, and Regulon.
I've seen the back of. I've got the back of.
Press pause. I'm seeing
pause.
Archie Gray and Pape Sarr. I'm now seeing Mikey Moore, Odebear, and Sonny.
What are you seeing? The team?
Yeah.
Right, I've got Onana. I've got Onana on the screen. Let me know when you get to Onana.
So press pause. Yeah, okay, press pause.
Yeah.
Then.
With his stats on the left-hand side.
Okay, I'm currently looking at the 11, the Tottenham 11. They've got Mikey Moore on the right and Odebear in the 10. It's just
fucking ridiculous. Honestly, ridiculous. He's not a right-sided player.
I'm now seeing Ange and our future manager, Unai Emery, Henry's future husband. I'm now seeing Onana on the screen. Wait, his stats are coming up now. His stats are up now.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so we're linked up. We're linked up, people. I had a little cheeky £20 bet on a draw at 11 to 2, 5.5 to 1. That's decent value. Is it decent value? I don't know. Probably not.
What are the odds for Liverpool for them to only score 3 goals? You see, I don't understand this, Sean, right? If this game doesn't mean anything, right, or it means very little, I'm not quite understanding when you know that Micky Moore has played the role, played the 10, why would you push him out wide to the right, which is he's out of position?
Obviously, I think Ange thinks he'd rather play Odegaard in the 10 on Wednesday if he has to.
Yeah, but first of all, he didn't play on the right for the academy. He played through the middle or on the left. So why is he playing him on the right? Odegaard can play on the right. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why not play Odegaard on the right and Micky in the middle? In their natural position.
I guess he thinks that Odegaard's a 10, more of a 10 than Micky Moore is.
Well, we saw that against Palace. Let's see.
Peter McFarland and someone else, they're doing the minutes applause for their passing. I don't know if Tottenham are being well respected. Was there a big big bus went up tonight, did they?
Big bus, did you say?
A big bus. Did the coach go up to see them tonight? Like, did Lubo go tonight?
No.
No one you know went?
Only one person.
Graham?
Billy.
Oh, Billy. Okay. So we're about to start, ladies and gentlemen. About to start. Let me get the... here we go. Wait a minute.
And we're off.
Hang on. We're not quite off on my screen. Now we're off. There you go. See if you can sync up with that scoreboard, mate, that I've got going there. Let's pause for half a second or 2 seconds, whatever. Come on in, Tottenham.
There you go.
What we doing here?
17 seconds. 19.
Yeah, I'm 18, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah, 1 second behind you. We're almost there.
And Tony Kinsky. Big Tone's had a haircut. No, it looks like Odegaard. Oh, no, you're right, yeah. What's his name on the right-hand side, yeah.
I don't get it.
Right.
I just don't get it. Whatever you tell me, Sean, I know who's in a better... play the players in their natural position. Morgan Rogers has been outstanding this season, another Man City. Talking about ex-Villa players, would you fancy... as he's a bit unsettled now, how about getting Douglas Luiz back for Spurs next season?
Oh, I'd love to get Dougie Luiz. Just quickly, Joe saying, did Billy bring his flag? Poor old Henry.
Yeah, he's bought his flag. The flag is probably been unruffled.
Do you know what's on the flag, Johnny?
No, got no idea.
It's a secret, is it?
I don't know. But
how much does Billy pay for a flag to be made?
I don't know.
Has Billy got money? Is Billy doing all right for himself?
Well, he's missed the flag, hasn't he, Billy?
But does he what does he do? Does he have a flag company? Like he's got a flag guy. Like I used to have a shirt guy. When I was in the city, I used to have a shirt guy that would make up a shirt for certain occasions or whatever.
What, in German Street?
Actually, yes. Exactly, Johnny. Yeah, you know what you're talking about, don't you? You're a fashion guy, aren't you?
Yes. This wasn't.
I used to have a shirt guy. Billy's got a flag guy.
This didn't come from German Street. This came from DH Gate. Eh? Some of the finest Chinese Spurs clubber.
What year is that shirt from?
It's one of the classic shirts from 80. Go on. Okay.
Actually, my clock is like 3 seconds ahead of the one on the TV. So maybe I should. What's your clock versus my clock on the screen?
Are we having a clock off?
Don't clock me, mate.
Yeah.
You're 2:30. Okay, yeah. So I need to press pause on this for a second. Hang on. And go. Hang on. There we go. Now we're in line.
Oh, here we go. Playing from the back again. Here we go.
Let's go. Let's go, Big Tone. Let's go, Big Tone. Nice, Tony. Let's go, Danzo. Danzo can go straight on the name of the team sheet. Fucking miss a watch along, I do.
Long. That's it.
I think you're ahead. I think you're ahead of us.
It's hardly an Edison, is he?
Nah.
Angie's already got the ump. The hands go in the pockets. Time for pocket billiards on the sidelines.
He's sitting there going, why do we pay for that Kinsky donut? He's supposed to be a good passer of the ball, isn't he? What are we doing here? 86, Wayne Mullen says. Is that the year? Is that an 86 shirt?
It's in the 80s. Sure it's 86 and not 82. Could be right.
That's it. Big up Pape Sarr. Win that ball back. Snuff the life out of the game. Well, listen to the crowd. The crowd are all over it. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. Aston Villa need 3 points tonight, don't they, Johnny?
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's what I said. If they don't get 3 points tonight, that 96% of earnings spent on wages is going to put them in big trouble. So they'll have to sell some players to Saudi Arabia. Come on, Spurs moving around nicely at the moment.
Yeah, I like this. Make this
nice ball. Go on.
It's a lovely ball.
Oh, too long.
What's Sonny?
Too long.
Johnny, you're ahead of us, mate. Press pause for a couple of seconds. You're ahead.
Mate, come on.
Press pause for a couple of seconds there, mate.
The perfection there is in. Now he's ahead of Maddison. Just strikes it.
Fucking hell. It's the same as against Palace, Sean. You've got to hit it.
I just heard your commentary. I think we're now perfectly aligned. I think you're perfectly aligned. That was
time, mate. Got hit it first time.
Yeah.
Even Alan Smith, what does he know about football? Even he said it.
He's got no confidence. But I tell you what, though, decent first break, decent first chance.
That was a lovely ball. But
was that
Brian
Davies you put that through?
Reggie.
Davies, wasn't it?
Was it Davies or Reggie?
Oh, I don't know, to be honest. Who was it?
I think
Alex Lewis is saying something just a moment these days. Let's effing go, Daniel Sink. You're synced up. We're all synced up. 5:35 on the clock. Let's get it going. I've never been so organised for a watch along.
Oh!
Oi! Kinsky, what are you doing? Get there, Sonny.
Sonny's like...
He does nothing. Oh!
Really important touch from Kinsky.
Look at that. He just got a hand to that. Otherwise, that was going in. He was spare at the back post, Watkins. Look at this. Yeah. He was ready to head that back.
Save. Well done, Tony. Big Tony Kinsky. That'll do. Oh, unlucky, Mikey. They're just getting their foot in now, aren't they, Villa?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Bit of it. Well done.
Oh. Oh. That was it. Terrible. He should have buried that.
What I would do for John McGinn in my team, mate.
Look at this mistake, though. Jed.
Jedley.
Look, he tried to spin it. No, that's bad. Prime John McGinn, that's working the keeper.
He's such a good player, John McGinn. You take him into your team immediately.
So just for clarity, his son had a very similar chance on Saturday against Palace, and he took about 3 weeks before he decided to shoot and then get blocked.
Oh, no. Yeah, Sonny doesn't feel like he's got any confidence.
He can't start, in my opinion. Well, let's see what happens.
If Matisse Tell's on the left-hand side there, or Mikey Moore, what do you think? Do you think Mikey Moore takes a shot first time?
Mikey Moore hits that bang.
You reckon?
100%.
I reckon Mikey Moore pulls it across. But I think he does. I think he does better. I think that's better than what Sonny did.
He ain't waiting 3 weeks. He ain't waiting 3 weeks to hit the ball. when you've got first mover advantage on Matty Cash, you've got to hit it first time, your left foot.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's why I don't understand. Mikey Moore is nowhere near as effective. When you saw him play AZ Alkmaar and the rest.
Go on then, Sonny. Pounce on him. Pounce on him. Come on, boys.
Sonny's actually, Mikey Moore's come across into the middle there. Have you see?
Yeah, like that. Don't mind that.
No, he's going back out right. He's gone back out right.
That's obviously a tactic. That's a tactic then.
Hopefully he's asking him to play narrow.
I think Kinsky, I think the tactic is when we get the ball, we're gonna smash it down the left-hand side. So Mikey Moore drop in and try and get the flick on.
Look how far back Mikey's playing. He's almost covering for Jed Spence. God, he's going to the man. Just for argument's sake, for clarity here, Mikey Moore signed a new contract today with a new agent. The same agent as Ethan Nwani.
Mm-hmm. But he signed the contract with Tottenham. Is it until 2029? Or 2027?
2027. We need to sign him on a new one.
Yeah. I see Tottenham have lost a real talent as well. I can't remember the guy's name, but he's going to go. He decided not to take up the 2-year. He's 16 and decided not to take up the 2-year deal, and he's going to go to Man City. Do you see that?
I haven't today. That's good news, eh?
Well, no, not good news at all.
Well, you can see, look at all the talent he's got in front of him, and none of them are really getting any airtime. So,
I hear you on that one.
That's why if you bring in a Xavi, right, go to him. Don't let him run at you.
Get on him. Come on.
First time shot. Oh, some poor shooting at the moment. Marston.
Where did they buy Maddison from? He was in Holland, wasn't he? Was he in Holland?
The Dutch, innit?
Good player. Good player. Mikey Moore's playing right wing back, says Just Nathan.
Well, not about right wing back, but he's definitely playing right wing. He's definitely playing far too deep.
Is it more of a 4-4-2? Kind of. Maybe it is. I don't know. Without the ball, Mikey Moore is incredibly deep. With the ball, he's very. Oh, come on, Jedley! Come on, Jedley! Wake up!
That ball back.
Oh no! Oh, Dan, say you could have stepped in there. Chance.
Played.
Right up on Pape Sarr. Good boy. Oh, Mikey, come on.
Mikey Moore might only be 17, but he's a lump.
He's definitely a lump, yeah, for sure. Jelly doesn't seem to give a shit anymore, does he?
Well, he knows he ain't going to be playing.
Still not accept. Like he's still got to have like levels.
Play, Mikey. Look at that.
Let's go, Matisse Tell. Well done. Go on, Reggie. You're playing for your new moves. Get up there, little boy.
Sonny. Go on, Sonny. That's a good ball.
Good ball. Corner.
Yeah. That's what you want. First time. That's what you want. First time ball in. None of this like 8 touches. Defenders hate it when they're running back towards the goal and you put a first time ball in.
Yeah, just fucking get it in there. Just get it in there.
Right.
I've not been to Villa Park since like 98.
Look how small Spurs are in comparison with the giants of Aston Villa.
Yeah. That's what I was saying in the preview, mate.
11. It's like the midgets 11.
Yeah, no, I was saying this in the when we saw the team sheet.
Let's play it low, Sonny. Don't play it high. We ain't going to win any balls.
The only man who's a threat in our box is Kevin Hanso.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, no good.
You've got to play it low. When you've got midgets in there, I mean, half of their team's about 6'2" and above. Apart from
monsters.
Midgets, obviously.
Villa have got monsters and we've got children. But, speed can beat strength.
Listen,
size.
12 minutes gone, still 0-0 to the Tottenham.
0-0. My bet must be in the money. I must be in the money by now. Let's see if I can cash out. Is there a cash out? Is there a cash out? That's what we're talking. Let's have a look. Is there a cash
86 pence. Oh, hang on. We got the flag. Billy Cairns.
Here tonight. Let's see.
Oh, here's the flag.
Huh? What you did to me? What does it say? I
It's
can't
flag.
see it. What does it say?
Henry loves Arsenal, hates Tottenham.
Let's have a look. Show me. Don't bring it up too close.
I'll
Yeah,
send
don't
you-
bring it up too close. I'll send,
No,
send
I'll
it to me.
I'll
Send it to me. Send it to me.
You
Yeah,
can
I'll
pop
put
it up
on
on screen. Hang on.
Oh, Henry sent it already.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Henry's watching.
Yeah.
Henry loves Arsenal, hates Tottenham.
What's he got there? Is some clips from his.
Yeah, it's YouTube. And Henry's responded saying, "I will send you £5 for living rent free in your head, mate."
Someone's gone down with a challenge. Yes. Oh.
Oh!
Thinking for a second. Yeah, well, that's the first glimpse of.
Oh, Sonny, absolutely. Billy Kedge saying, absolutely embarrassing, absolutely shambolic. How so-called Tottenham fan Henry is so far up Arsenal's fans' backside, especially since he got invited onto Lee X82's channel. Don't be like Henry. I wonder how much that flag cost. Henry loves Arsenal. Henry hates Tottenham.
Got to say, guys, after 14 minutes, for a team that's desperate to win this game, we've had a very good first 14 minutes.
Oh, I'll take it, mate. I'll take it. Hey, guys, if you're wondering what we're talking about, this is Billy Cairns, long-term away fan or a long-term Tottenham fan who goes to all the away games, and Henry had the audacity, in Billy's mind, to call him out for a flag that Billy had made, saying Arsenal perennial bottle jobs or whatever at the Liverpool game, and Henry called him out.
Go on.
Oh, it's a good first touch. Let's go. Oh, it's a fucking shit bastard. Go on.
Oh, I love the Odegaard.
Fucking hell. Johnny, boy.
That was lovely.
Second time in 3 games those two have linked up. Maybe they're brothers. Aren't they mates from the French team? Aren't they?
They are. They played French under-19 football, under-21 football. Yeah, they are French internationals.
You know what? All we got to do is get Matisse Tell and Mr. Odegaard on the phone to Rayan Cherki. What a ball that is, by the way, from Sonny. And what a touch there from I like this Odegaard. It looks like I've always liked Odegaard. Oh, I mean, that's just fucking class from Odegaard, by the way. What a save from Emi Martinez. Didn't know much about it. But to be entirely honest, Odegaard doesn't get the criticism, nor does he get the praise. No one really talks about Odegaard.
I've said that to you. I think he's better than Tell, personally.
When we signed him from Burnley, I was away for the summer because of the hacking shit. But like, as soon as I saw it, I text Sava. I think I might have texted you again. I was like, I don't mind that Odegaard deal. I don't mind that. He's a handful. He's quality. But he hasn't had a chance really to shine because of his injury. But there's a player in there, Johnny boy.
Listen, Amarin's going to be watching this now. He's not even watching the Man United-Chelsea game.
Is Odegaard playing in the 9? Sonny looks like he's playing in the 10. I don't know. I still don't know what we're doing here. What are we doing here, Johnny?
It looks like Tell's through the middle and Odegaard is playing just off him, like they have done for France. You can see.
It's definitely not a conventional 4-3-3, is it?
I've got to tell you, there's been no fluidity to Aston Villa's game.
He looks a little bit worried. You need your 3 points, mate. You need your 3 points there, bro.
He's
so guys, let's finish the story, right? So Henry calls him out on Henry Talks Football, saying that he's a disgrace or whatever. Like I think he said, I don't have any problem with Billy. He doesn't know Billy, but like, fans that are worried more about Liverpool or Arsenal losing than Tottenham winning are silly. And Billy decides to obviously get the ump about it. And then that's what his reaction is. He got another custom flag made. with all of Henry Wright's most recent content. I mean, look, I'm not gonna get involved in the spat. Like, I don't care about it. I think it's all fun and games. But like Billy called me out on Twitter and like tried to mug me off for being not Levy out as much as he is. And so, like, if you're going to give it, you've got to get it, right? Like, it's all part of the game. It don't matter whether the platform is Twitter or YouTube. I think it's all fun and games. Oh, no, chance!
Oh, what a save! Save.
That's never
saved. Fantastic. Region. What did Region do? Did it?
That's a Kinsky save, mate. Get him in.
Oh.
What a save that is, by the way.
That's going in.
100%.
Oh, what a save.
It's a save. Tone. Big Tone. Get him in the starting 11, Johnny.
That was absolutely superb.
That's good for his confidence. Well done, Big Tone. Look at that hair as well. He's had a haircut today.
Is that a bit of grease he's got in there?
A lot of grease. A lot of grease.
Okay. I'll message his agent to find out what sort of products he's using, guys. I'll let you know.
Win that, Matisse. Win that one. Win the second ball. Oh, come on, mate. We've got to fight for it. Two up top, says Alec Lewis. Silent Assassins, hopefully, says Wayne.
They're playing one behind the other. They're playing Odeberg's just playing off the tell. As you said before, they played together from France.
Yeah, seems like a nice little relationship there. Seems like a nice little relationship. Guys, if you haven't already, smash the like button. There's like 300 people here or something. Smash the like, smash the subscribe. Get over to Johnny H3232 on Twitter and Spurs Talk Show on Twitter. And if you're into the Instagram and the TikTok thing, then I'm not on it, but you can find Johnny on Talking Tottenham 1882. Make sure you.
I think it's been an impressive first 20 minutes. Kinsky's made two very good saves. Let's not make any bones about it. The one from Ollie Watkins, who was waiting at the back post to pounce, and then that one there, which was definitely the better save of the two.
Yeah, but like it's good confidence for the man because he had a nice little start to life at Tottenham, and then it all went downhill after the Arsenal game, didn't it, Johnny?
Yeah, but he's started thrown in at the deep end against Liverpool.
Let's go, Aston Villa. Let's go. Fuck up. Go on. They're a big old team, Villa, though. They're a big old team. Yeah. Win that ball. Unlucky Archie. Unlucky Archie Gray. Johnny, did you see the news today? Oh, by the way, I published our video.
Videos? Yeah. Which one?
On Football Inc. It hasn't started very well at all.
What hashtags did you use?
Arsenal, usual ones. But mate, don't worry about the hashtags, mate.
Guys, if you get time after the game, if you go off to Football Inc. and give us a follow on Football Inc. or like or give us some traction on that.
Yeah, appreciate you. That we're trying to grow the channel. It might be better tomorrow.
I think Aston Villa will be very disappointed so far. Oh,
shots!
Really surprised in that area. One good touch and back have a strike. Trying to be really unselfish here.
They're getting too much room. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Then he realises Ollie Watkins.
You know what? Even though it's a dead rubber, there's something still. I just love watching Tottenham. I don't care if it doesn't matter. Like Tottenham against Bayern Munich. Johnny, I'm thinking about going out to the Alliance Arena in August.
I can't.
Cheap to get out there for the 7th.
I can't do that. I've got a wedding, unfortunately. Small matter of a wedding. I don't think that one's going to go down well. I'm already struggling to get out for the Super Cup when we beat Man U.
That's the 12th, isn't it? I was going to say it might actually be cheaper.
No, it's the 13th, isn't it?
Oh, the 13th. Yeah, it might actually be cheaper to go from Munich.
No, I'm going to do a day in, day out. I'm doing the whole thing in and out.
What, the Super Cup?
Yeah, if we get there. I'm not interested in doing anything else. I'm going
I've
for
not been to Italy. I've been to Italy once in my life, and I had a great time.
Italians, Sean, you'd hate it.
Are you kidding me, mate? Those birds are smoke shows. I'll be all over it. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Card Tottenham.
Contact. Yeah.
Matty Cash gets the yellow card. Shame about the yellow.
The crowd are very quiet for such a big game for them.
It's a 4-4-1-1, says Nick Carey.
Yeah, but the thing is, Odegaard and Tell, when they've got the ball, have been quite close in proximity together.
It's just not a good enough ball from Archie Gray. Mate, Archie, you're supposed to be a fucking ball-playing six, bro.
Give him time, mate. Eh?
Yeah, I hear.
He's just out of fucking socks.
He's at training wheels.
Yeah, I've always
25
liked,
minutes. Has my bet shortened at all yet? Let's have a look.
I don't know, but I've always liked Reguilón. I always thought that he was a 100% a squad player. I've never understood how he's never got any minutes. But there you go.
I can cash out now for the same amount of money that I put in. 20 quid.
Hello.
After 25 minutes. It's outrageous.
What did I do, Red?
I'd agree with that. On a block, but that's just turns back. Not watching.
Nothing in it. Nothing. I hate all this diving around for no reason.
That's the tension building now, isn't it?
Right,
I hate Aston Villa. I hate Aston Villa. Can't stand them.
No. We have turned against Aston Villa in the last 7 or 8 months, haven't we? With all their shenanigans.
Yeah, and the fact that Henry loves them and the fact that Sava loves them, I have to hate them when my friends love them. It's just part of my contrarian nature, I think. Get rid of it. Well done, Kevin Danso. Let's win that. There's no one there to win it. What are we doing here? We're just sitting. We're just tucking in, Johnny.
Super Kevin Danso.
Win that, Archie.
Do.
Onana versus Archie Gray in that midfield battle.
Come on, mate. There's no. You've got an 18-year-old kid.
Wayne says,
how many times, I was going to say, how many times will Ange, in his post-game comments, say, we had kids out there today?
Yeah, mate, I can't wait to find out. You know what? If we draw tonight, that's a good result, really, when you consider the teams. No, mate, this is your squad. This is your squad. If we were in if we happened to be in a top 4 battle and we were in the Europa League, then what would you do? Oh, yeah. Then what would you do? If we hadn't had the injuries and we were still playing and we were like 7,
mate, you can only focus. You're in another dimension, mate. You can only focus on one. You can't play.
It's so strange though, right? Because he wouldn't say that if we were 7th in the league, right? He couldn't say it. He said we have, because we don't know what's going to happen with the Europa League. And you know what? I'm going to bring this up tomorrow because it's another validation of the problem, right? It's that the reason why he says what he says is because of the situation we're in. If you can't see what we're doing here and the problems that we're in, then write your headlines. I don't want to tell you, right? But if we didn't have the injuries and we were in 7th place, he couldn't excuse losses playing the B team. He couldn't do it. So, he's just taking advantage. Oh, look at Marcus Rashford's chain. Insane in the chain.
I mean, did you see him coming out of that group? I mean, out the thing. I think he thinks he's 50 cents. He's more like 50 pence.
Yeah. Give him a quarter.
You know, concentrate on your football. Forget about
Mate, we are just banging the ball long like the Villa or some Real Madrid. Like we've smashed them at their place so many times. This is the confidence of our team. We're just giving them the ball and we're handing it back to them. It's not even like we're trying to pounce on the counter. We're just handing it back.
The passing from Villa, though, has been pretty poor.
This is that's what I like about it.
Oh, my God. Look at Asensio. Oh! Flipping hell. That skill from Asensio. Outrageous. See, look, he's caught with me. Get your own ideas. Go on. Nice ball.
Oh, look at that Matisse Tell. Go on, boy. Go on, Sonny.
Go on, Sonny. You got to hit it first time.
Oh, you're slowing it down, mate. You're looking for the perfect fucking piece of the jigsaw. Just have a crack.
First time. Defenders hate it when they're running back to goal and you hit a pass in first time with pace. This is how they score own goals.
Tell you what, though, Matisse Tell once again is showing me value, mate. He's a good player. He's like anyone that says he's dog shit. He's sorry.
No one is not dog shit. Sean, he's not worth 50 million. His current.
No one's saying he is, but he's not shit. Some people say Tell's trash. He fucking isn't. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not suggesting that I know ball better than anyone else, but if you can't see what Matisse Tell is doing here, and you want to F off down the Emirates, in the words of the notorious HN Ree.
Mason Minya has just scored a header, guys. Now, he's one to really watch out for, let me tell you.
Who?
He's a proper talent. Who? Mason Minya.
Oh, Mason Minya. So I didn't hear who you said.
17-year-old superstar.
Yeah.
You can't allow that sort of cross to come into the box. I'm struggling to see the got sun that's out.
Rid of it. Hey, come on, get to half time. I'll cash out on my bet.
What will you get? Your money back?
No, if we draw the game, I put 20 quid on. If we draw the game, I get 130 quid. But they're not moving the needle here. The price isn't reflecting the actual scoreline.
At half time, you might get £22. I've got a feeling.
Oh, well, I'll wait until the 70th minute. But if it's still nil, if Tottenham score, then the price will jump up and I'll be able to cash out for like double my money or something.
What have they got?
What is so great about Danzo? People want Danzo over Romero. He's just a solid centre back, mate. He's not really. Oh, Jed Spence, mate, you've been absolutely fucking torn apart again, bro. What's happened to you, mate? You are being torn a new one. You were awesome. Come on, rid of it. Rid of it.
They're overplaying it,
mate. What's happened to Jed Spence, mate? What has happened to him?
Hey, it's one game. It's one moment in the game.
He's been shit. He's been shit for.
He hasn't had a good game. He hasn't had a good game.
It's not been good for a while, mate. Come on, he's not been good. I love him too, mate. I'm not sitting here. I'm just calling.
No, a game's about 90 minutes. Yeah,
but he's dropped off a cliff.
30. See, look how the cross there. That's not. Come on, Sonny. Move the ball. First time pass, mate. Don't try and run. It's not Burnley over again.
Go on, Matisse. Oh.
Where's the midfield cover? No, all the way back.
I don't know why, but I feel like I've got almost like you've got a vested interest in Manor Solomon and Micky a little bit more. I feel like I've got some sort of like stake in the Matisse Tell thing. I don't know why, but I just really like him. I want everyone else to see what I see in him. I can't quantify it via data, but he's just something about him. I think is
only time will tell.
Yeah. Team Barca forever.
Good.
Let's go, Reggie.
Oh, Reggie. What a cross from Reggie. Unlucky. Nothing's coming down that right-hand side. No balls going there. Good defending there. Well played.
That's the one thing that I'm getting a little bit annoyed about, is because that is predictable. When Amarin says we know what Tottenham are going to do, well, Archie.
Yellow card, Archie.
Now what do you do? You're 33 minutes in against.
I've got to tell you, Reguilon's crossed before. He's a great crosser of the ball.
I love him as a player, mate. I don't know. I think we've.
I don't get it, mate.
We've really fucked up with him. We've really fucked up with him. He was a really good player.
He'll go somewhere else. He played well at Atletico Madrid, did well at Man United, did well at Brentford.
Yeah, he's a really good player, mate. I think we fucked up there. I almost sit there and say, like, is there any chance where you'd like give him a year extension and then see if the next manager wants him?
Well, personally, I would have kept him, but I said this last year.
No, but I'm saying, like, given that he's out of contract, right? If he was told,
no shortage of takers, none.
If he was told, though, if his agent was told by Levy, look, Ange is going, we think it's going to be Thomas Frank, or we think it's going to be Oli Glasner, whatever. Would you take another year extension? Same way, it's just a year contract, right? Just to see. Do you think he would take it? And would the Tottenham fans be okay with it? Because we have to find a fallback, but I feel like we've got a very competent one here.
In this game, he put, as far as I could see, he was the one that put the ball through for Sonny to have his chance.
I think you're right about that, by the way. I think you're right.
And he was the one. Oh, there he is. There's the man with the plan.
Daniel.
Sit up, Daniel.
Hello, Daddy.
That's him stood up, mate. He's not even sitting down. That's him stood up.
Let me ask the chat. Right, there's 300 people here, 280 people. Do you think we're fucking up here, letting Reguilon go? Chat. 1. We've messed up. 0. Nah, fuck him. Let him go. Let us know in the chat, right? Smash the button if you've got. I'm sure a lot of you are watching this on your TVs or whatever, so maybe you can't interact. But if you can interact, 1 if you think chance. Oh, gee whiz!
That's a deflection.
What did I say? 1. What did I say? I say 1. We fucked up. 0 if let him go. Yeah.
Deflection. Yeah.
All right, see the post. 1 if we fucked up. 0 if let him go.
He comes off his knee. How's that not a corner?
Ah, fuck him. So Spartan thinks we fucked up. Joe says no, he's shit.
But how did they not see that's come off his knee?
Elvis, Matt, Dino all think that he's shit. Grant says we fucked up. Keith says he's fucked up. Eugene says let him go.
Hang on a second. This is a guy that's played for Real Madrid, Spurs, Atletico Madrid, Man United and Brentford, and he can't play football. Yeah? I don't think so. Come through the Real Madrid Academy.
Reggie's been out on loan, Chad. Is that Chad the man who emails me? If it is, because it's Steve.
He's never impressed. Go and ask Ten Hag how well he did at Man United. They only sent him back.
He has impressed. He's impressed at United. I thought he did okay.
And he impressed at Brentford. Ask Thomas Frank.
Sean loves the spam. No, I like. It's important to get YouTube. YouTube looks at the comments and takes it into consideration. So. Well done. Okay, that'll do, Pape, whatever. 1-1. I think it's about 50-50. Actually, there's a lot more ones now. Hang on. Spurs the greatest 1, offshore 1, Dave 1, Grant 1, 2, it's who we are, mate.
Listen, I've got to tell you, going forward, we don't have him. He's 100% a better crosser of the ball than players on the left-hand side.
I know it's not going to. It's an irrelevant option. It's irrelevant, right? He's going to move on, get himself a nice payday, yada yada yada. But I do think that we might be fucking up there with Reggie because Ange didn't like the geezer, and Conte didn't like the geezer. But he's not a bad player. Rid of it. Fucking hell. Too easy to get above us. They're too big. Jed Spence again losing his man. Jedley, what's going on, pal? Pay attention, Jed. You're having a fucking mare, mate. Oh, come on, Jedley. He doesn't give a fuck, mate. He doesn't. I think that there's. I put a video out today, Johnny, and there was these rumors out in the press, and there were decent links as well that were saying the Vanderson links are legit, but not, as I previously said,
Not again, Vanderson. It's like,
but not the Vanderson.
He's going to be linked with him.
He's a class player, mate. You know, look, I'll put it up on this. Oh, I can't put it up on the screen. The other things up. He's like 90 percentile for fucking everything, mate. But I thought that the links to him were predicated on Pedro Porro leaving, and then the links today were like, nah, it's based on Jed Spence wanting to go. Rid of it. Well done.
No one's going anywhere until they find out who the coach is, Sean. Yeah. One man's meat is another man's poison.
I hear you. I just think that Jed Spence, if Ange Postecoglou stays, Jed Spence puts in a transfer request this summer. Watch this space.
I'll tell you what, if Ange Postecoglou stays, I'll be putting in a transfer request. I'll be joining Henry over at the Gooners.
You left off down the Emirates.
No, that will never happen. Over my dead body.
I hear you, mate. I hear you. It's interesting, though. Like, I reckon that was 50-50 on that poll. A lot of people think that...
Talking about Matty Cash. Huh?
Well done.
Right, Sonny,
Let's go, Sonny. Look up. Look up. No, he's going to do it himself. He's doing it himself, Johnny. He's doing it himself. Find the pass.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. What the fuck is that, bro?
Tommy lifted his head up. The ball was already gone.
What was that, bro? Let's go, Jedley.
Jesus Christ.
I thought there was a Burnley moment on there.
Listen, the thing is, he did it all right, but the problem is you've got to pick up your head. You've got to pick up your head, Sean.
The only person in this club who looks up.
Berghvall.
No,
mate. Berghvall plays with his head up.
Don't
even question me.
Decky's like a fucking dwarf in a basketball players' convention, mate. He's looking up the entire time. He doesn't even look down.
Mate, who took that photograph of him in the bed? I mean, honestly. Hey, look, guys, I'm out for months.
Fucking fireworks in your screen.
Hey?
Oh, you got your fireworks going, mate. Do I get fireworks anymore? I used to get fireworks. Maybe it's just only a MacBook Pro thing. I don't know. Rid of it! No! Well done, Serge. Go on, Reggie. Go on, Sonny! Do it!
Hey, Reggie's had a good first half, mate. Bad pass.
Oh, Sonny, come on, man!
Bad pass.
He's rough as fucking...
Look, he's knackered already, Sonny.
Fuck no.
Matthias Tell, running through the glen. Matthias Tell.
That's too knacky for another sprint. Yeah, I hear you, mate. I hear you, Chad.
He's knackered after 40 minutes, guys.
I'm knackered watching it, to be honest. I haven't run that far or fast ever in my life, I don't think.
Yes, you did. I saw you today. The ball slipped out of the thrower and you trotted off. To try and get your ball back.
The old launcheroo. The old blue launcheroo. Rid of it. Your ball back. Well done, Pape Sarr. Pape Sarr's been handy there today. He's done well. He's fighting for a place, old Johnny.
Look, let's be honest, right? The whole team's done very well on the whole. Spence hasn't been great, but still to be in a team. Oh, Kinsky's had a very good game.
Kinsky's been good. Regulon's been good. Odebear's been good. Tell's been good. Pape Sarr's been good. I haven't seen much of Mikey Moore.
We hadn't had the ball, mate.
It's a fucking shit pass, that is, Sonny. That's fucking useless, mate. That is.
went on different lines, and that made it.
Even look at that look on Ange's face. He's going, I can't. Can I? I can't play him. I can't play him. Now what do I do? Win it, Sonny. It feels to me like the strategy of this game has been we've set the team up to give Sonny as many chances as he
All
can.
I know is there'll be some very disappointed players out there today because a lot of them are on a win bonus and they haven't had anything this season.
Do you know Ange Postecoglou earns a fucking £2 million bonus if he wins the Europa League?
I know. When it's nothing to do with him.
£2 million, but the geezer only gets paid $4 million a year. I say only, but
I think it's 5 mil he gets.
Fucking 40% bonus, bro, for winning a cup when you finish 17th in the league. If you've got any stones about you, you give half of that back or pay to charity or something.
Let's be honest, right? If he doesn't win on Wednesday and we finish 17th, he rides off into the sunset with a massive payoff, enough to keep most people happy for the rest of their life. But he's not worried he'll get another job, mate.
Oh, I don't care, mate. I'll get another job.
I've got people queuing up.
The audacity of him saying that whilst employed by Tottenham.
I know. It's not something I lose sleep about, to be truthful with you.
He does lose sleep, though. He's looking at mine and your videos every day, gang.
Yeah,
that fucking Johnny, man. He can't do my impression. He can't do it, man. He's wrong. He's wrong.
Thunder in the morning. Yeah, he gets his old didgeridoo out.
Romeo wants Richalison on at halftime. Mickey Moore's had 6 touches all game. Fuck.
Hey, the ball hasn't come out on that side once.
Ooh. Well done, Sonny. Winning a header.
Maybe if you played him on the left-hand side, Sean, or through the middle, he might see the ball. Nothing's come through.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. I feel like that's the entire strategy from Ange Postecoglou in this setup. Has been...
Everything's come down the left. Everything.
But I think that's by design. I think Ange is saying, let's see what Sonny's got in him, because I need to make a decision on him for Wednesday. So I think that Mickey Moore, once again, is getting minutes, but he's been sacrificed. I think it's a bit of a fuck you kind of rope. He's been asked. I remember I played in a work game once, mate. When I was in investment banking, I was 22 and I just joined, and the 23s and under or 25s and under were asked to play a game of football against the over 25s, right, in the office. And I'd never played football in my life, right? But I was in pretty good shape. I was boxing in that. And so I said, oh, yeah, I can handle it. I was like, Billy Big Bollocks. And I said, oh, I don't mind. You put me in the 6, you put me in the left wing, whatever you want. They put me left back, right? And the entire game, they went down the right-hand side. Our team went down the right-hand side. We ended up getting smashed like 9-0. But at the half-time, they went, we've got to come down the left more. We've got to come down the left. We're not going off down the left. And I was like, yeah, 100%. And the whole team went, yeah, let's attack down the left. And I was like, fucking get me involved. And they went, all right, on that basis, Sean, we'll put you right back. And we'll take the right back and put you left back. And I was like, you fucking bastards. Look, I'm just here to fucking fill a role. You don't want me. You don't know anything about my football ability. What's happening with Mickey Moore here.
Look at Son, mate. He looked knackered. Reguilon just patted him on the head, which he should know Asians do not like being patted on the head. Big mistake.
Who patted you on the head?
Reggie had a good heart. Yeah. Never go. If you're in Thailand, don't touch anyone on the head. Okay?
You want massage? You want pedicure?
You want boy? You want girl? You want girl? Love you long time.
Only $4 more.
$4.
We're not woke over here. We're not woke on this channel. As my bet coming at all, I can cash out now for a £6 profit. I need £6 more.
Take the money.
I'm not taking nothing. I'm letting it ride, Johnny. We're letting it ride.
You can't handle the truth.
I was shoved. I was left back for 45 minutes. And at half time, they said, let's go down the left more than we have, because we've been down the right the entire time. The obvious angle's down the left. I was like, fuck yeah. And they said, okay, Sean, you go to right back.
What? You need to reset the clock.
Oh, the clock will be reset now. I've never been more ashamed in my life, but you know what? I've never played football before. So, but they didn't know that though. That's what pisses me off. They didn't know that. They didn't know that. They never gave me a chance, Johnny. They never gave me a chance. 0-0 half time. You'd have taken that, wouldn't you, before the game, Johnny?
100%.
You know your body better than anyone else. Because when it comes to your health,
United are all over the place, apparently, says Nick Carey. Who are United playing tonight?
Chelsea.
Doing things like this.
Johnny, never get in a land war in Asia and never pat an Asian on the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two life lessons you learn. Every live stream, Johnny will teach us something. From now on, Johnny, you come to these streams with a life lesson.
Woke vision. Woke vision.
Woke vision.
Only a woman who delivered a baby without an epidural can truly understand the pain a man goes through when he has a cold. It's true.
I mean, I don't listen. I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay. I think we're handling it.
Well,
But I do think the reason why I said that about like my football story. The one time I ever played football in my life, I was fucked over, and it's fine.
Oh, it's 0-0.
I think Mikey Moore's being used in the same, like he's being played because why not? But he's not like the strategy for me is clearly to give
very unfair on the kid, mate. I'm sorry. You know, you're playing a guy who plays on the left or through the middle at 17 years of age on the wrong side.
Yeah. But that's what I mean.
Let me tell you right now, as it stands, Aston Villa are not in the Champions League and would have played a game more.
Then who else is around? Oh, let's get the Sky Sports app out. There you go. The Sky Sports isn't. What app are you looking at?
I'm just looking at Sky Sports News. They've got +7 goal difference.
I don't think Sky Sports.
Big mistake tonight. I've used my triple captain on Ollie Watkins, and he's missing in action.
I don't think. I'm not sure, but I don't think that. This isn't updated. No, it's not updated. So Arsenal on 68. Look at that. Fucking 15-point difference. Arsenal on 68.
I'm not going to say, I think that's the best 45 minutes away from home that I can remember in the Premier League for a long while.
We had a couple of chances, but we're definitely trying to pick them off, aren't we? We're letting them have the ball.
Look, Kinsky's made 2 fantastic saves, but let's be honest, I think that's the best we've played away from home since Brentford, probably.
Yeah. I don't disagree, mate. I don't disagree.
Brentford. Anyone can tell us when Brentford was away?
That was in April, wasn't it? That was in early April.
I'm just going to go for a quick break.
All right, mate. See you in a minute. So what we got here? So Arsenal are in second, but they're miles behind Liverpool, so we can forget them. Oh, actually, can we? What's the score here? So Arsenal have got 6 points left to play for, 62 points. So technically, if Arsenal were to lose their last 2 games, even if Forest won, you know what? Arsenal aren't guaranteed Champions League. Am I right? Am I right there? Arsenal aren't guaranteed Champions League. Because if Villa beat us, they go to 66 and they can get above it. So yeah, Arsenal aren't guaranteed Champions League, but Nottingham Forest can't finish second. It's amazing, isn't it? 2nd to 7th. So 2 of these teams are going to miss out, right? Can you see that on the screen? Yeah. Hello, Jude Dawson. You come back to put in some 1s and 0s on the game. I like that to see you. Are we getting Shirky or what? Says Alec Lewis. Well, I hope so. So it looks like there's 2 games to go. Arsenal are not guaranteed, are they? They can't be. Because if Aston Villa win tonight and beat United, unless this includes because Tottenham have got tonight and then Brighton, and that's it, right? Is that it? I'll make sure of that I don't want to fuck up here. Yeah, there's 2 games left. So, do you know what? I'd love it if we ruined Aston Villa. Even if it gives Arsenal Champions League, I would love it if we beat Aston Villa. I'd love it. That's the best move. Look, we're showing it on the screen again. Sonny just fucked up there like an absolute bozo. But, so let's assume that Arsenal get there. So Newcastle aren't guaranteed. City aren't guaranteed. Chelsea aren't guaranteed. Aston Villa. If Aston Villa don't, let's say we draw with Aston Villa, they go to 64 points. Chelsea versus, are Chelsea playing right now? They are. What's the score? It's 0-0 there. If Chelsea and Villa draw tonight, then it leaves the door open for Forest. Who have Forest got? Forest have got West Ham on Sunday and Chelsea last game of the season. I tell you what, mate. Johnny,
that's going to be a massive game. Chelsea Forest. What a game that's going to be.
Yeah, be incredible. But I tell you what, mate.
Chelsea or Forest?
It's at Forest. Chelsea are away. Forest have got West Ham on Sunday. I tell you what, mate. If Aston Villa and Chelsea draw tonight to Tottenham and United, then they stay on 64. They go to 64. I'm rooting for Forest to beat West Ham. They'll go to 65. So one of Chelsea and Villa, or it's probably one of these 3 teams. Sorry, 2 of these 3 teams are not going to qualify for the Champions League. I'd love it if it was Forest, because as much as they're a new threat or whatever, I think they deserve it, and B, I'm not as worried about them. I would fucking love it if Aston Villa and Chelsea both don't make the Champions League.
100%. This is going to be the top 5, right? So typical when we were 5th, we never made it. But could you honestly imagine this squad in the Champions League? We wouldn't have made it out of group stage.
Mate, it's not the squad, mate. People are saying it's not the. Our squad is fine. Our squad is fine. The manager. Yeah, it's how we're organised, mate. The squad needs more depth for sure, and it needs a superstar. We haven't got any world class players. We used to have Kane, and Sonny used to be super confident because he had his.
Yeah.
Huh?
Caramel, Rice Krispie squares with caramel and chocolate. Just found these. I mean, not exactly a healthy option, but I think I'll have a little nibble.
Have a little nibble. I've got a fish pie waiting for me downstairs.
Oh, yeah? What's her name?
Helga. We played well, says Eddie. Yeah, I think we played all right as well.
This is the best. Excuse me. Speaking with my mouth full. This is the best I think we've played since Brentford away in the Premier League.
And Brentford away was. Brentford away was. Brentford away. Well, it's the wrong way. Here we go. April.
Bearing in mind, I've been to all of them, bar Brentford. Maybe I should just stop going away.
Brentford was. Was it in February? Wasn't in February. It was in February. Fucking hell. February the 2nd. Jesus Christ.
Well, you tell me a good away game since then.
Well, it wasn't Liverpool. It wasn't Villa. Ipswich.
Does that really count? We could have been 3-0 down in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. It's a good point. Fucking hell, mate. Fucking hell. Not. I mean, I guess Tottenham, Bodo, maybe. Bodo's like your boys, Manor Solomon at Leeds, right? It's all about this one. How's my bet doing? Let's have a look. Share this tab instead. What do you reckon, boys? I put 20 quid on. Can you see it? I put 20 quid on. I can cash out now for £26.
Can I ask you a question? Why don't you cash out? What's the odds now if you put the bet on now for the draw?
11-2 at the moment. So
okay, so why don't you cash out and then put the bet on again?
Well, because you'd end up losing on the spread. There's no point in doing that.
No, you don't. What are you talking about? The spread. What are you talking about?
This is a spread. This the reason why after half an hour it becomes like if you put the bet on initially and then the game starts and then you want to cash out, you'll lose money because there's a spread in betting. There's the buyer and the seller, the bid and the offer. Right?
Yeah, no, but you're getting the £26. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm making £6.
Yeah, and then you got 11-2 at the start of the game.
No, I didn't. I got 13-2 at the start of the game.
Right. Sorry, that's why I asked you. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't be able to cash out and then re-put the bet on and then have a free bet.
I'm just checking, right? Because that's why I asked. What odds?
But yeah, it hopefully the way it should work, we'll see. But the way it should work is that as every minute goes on, you should get a slight nudge on Betfair. When you can play the bookie and you can play you can be the bidder and the layer.
Yeah.
You can literally see like your money move in real time. Have you ever bet on the darts? The darts is phenomenal, especially at Christmas time because it's like a missed treble 20 or whatever.
They're hugging. Look, meaningful.
What we're doing is put the score back up.
I reckon Ange will be very happy with that. I'll just go and get my phone.
Slabhead scored. That's at least fucked over Chelsea. Up at 2:30 in the morning in Australia. You lunatic, Joseph. Good to see you there, mate. Apparently, VAR check. Offside.
Let me tell you, Daniel will be crying into his Rice Krispies in the morning. Chris Brown held in custody till the 12th of June. The sold-out Chris Brown wife beaters concert is going to be cancelled, I would say. Yeah, all that planning. He's got a hole in the schedule.
He's got a hole in the schedule. He's got a hole in the mouth as well after he's fucking had a go at her.
I can't believe he's flown in to Manchester and they've just arrested him.
Who? Chris Brown?
Mm-hmm.
They arrested him on arrival.
And
For what?
GBH.
What, against Rihanna or whatever?
No, I don't know who it's. No, not Rihanna. I think she's got a proper boyfriend.
They arrested him on a charge from a previous time he was in the UK.
An assault in 2023, 2 years ago.
When he was here?
Yeah, and he's been held in remand till June the 12th.
Who? Chris Brown?
Yeah.
He's in the UK prison?
Yeah.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Listen, if you attack the police at a police station and break the policewoman's nose, you can get off with it.
That is absolutely. Am I on? We're about. That is. He flew in and he's now been put in prison.
He's in prison. Let me just check.
He beat up a woman.
He need to do more of his stuff on Sean Butler Woke TV. Hang on.
Am I going to Bilbao? Says offshore Mike. Yes, I'm going to be there, mate. 100%. Me and Johnny are both going to go there. A nightclub brawl with a music exec, says Just Nathan. Interesting. Smashed a bottle over someone's head. Fucking hell.
Shit.
Sean Lowell behave. He's an arsehole. What did I say about? What did I say?
I don't know. No, Chris Brown is an arsehole. And let me tell you something. I saw the video yesterday of P. Diddy dragging that poor girl through the corridor and kicking her.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
that's just outrageous. You know,
she's a smoke show. I feel very jealous of those prostitutes that were paid money to have a crack on her. The male prostitutes that were just
that's just been demonetized.
I don't care about that. Don't care about that. Well, I'll talk about P. Diddy. What did I say, Daniel Field? I don't know what I said. Chris Brown's a legend. I didn't say that.
Chris Brown is an arsehole. P. Diddy is an arsehole. Kanye West is an arsehole. Yeah.
Oh, Kanye West is anti-Semitic, isn't he now?
Yeah. He's. I think he's just released the High Hitler Symphony.
Yeah, I haven't heard the latest song. I haven't heard the latest song, but it's old school stuff.
I love his old school stuff. I got to tell you, a big fan. But the High Hitler Symphony. Well, come on, Tottenham, defend this.
Come on, Tottenham. Who's that taking the corner?
Sensio.
Oh, yeah. Well done, Big Tone. Well done, greasy bollocks. Let's go. Let's go. What a ball. What a ball that is. Oh, it's a terrible first touch, Matisse.
Lovely stuff. Kinsky, that reminds me of that amazing pass for the first game he played. Do you remember? And everyone stood up and went,
Yeah. Fucking hell, Big Tone. Oh, Jedley. Come on, mate.
Tony's had a great game.
Not on you, that's Archie Gray, to be honest.
Tony, come on, Tony.
Big Tony Kinsky. Oh, was that Odebear, was it? That was Odebear, sorry.
What?
The one who ran through and first touch was terrible.
Nice block. Oh, a Spurs, isn't it? It's
a good ball from Matty Cash. Would you have Matty Cash at Tottenham?
After the Bentancur and the other business, nah, not really.
Good player, though.
Yeah. I'd like to get Hincapié down at Spurs, back up, left back, left centre back.
Yeah. I hear you.
I'm getting
we mate.
More importantly, the assistant on the far side. So whatever happens, more in front of the assistant.
Oh, hello. A bit of afters. Bit of afters.
Still in dispute.
Reggie, look at Reggie, look, yeah, look, Reggie's got a foot mark down his chest. Tell's going to get in trouble, look. We should have kept Reggie. I don't get it. Look at this. Look at Reggie. Look.
He's pointing at his nipples. He's saying, Diddy, tell Cassie to have a go on me. If you know, you know. Is it all spoiling over a little bit?
Yeah, but this is it. Shithousery. Love it. This is how you disrupt them. Look.
What's wrong with Richalison?
He's gone like that down his chest. Not
By
even
the way,
his
mate, I'm not sure if you heard it earlier, but I think we found the mole. It's on Richalison's face.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. His ex-girlfriend was smoking.
He's a good-looking boy, mate. Scotcho. Help, Tottenham!
She's very
Hang
famous.
on in there. Has my bet moved yet? My bet moved yet? Oh, up to £28.89. I can cash out for £28.89. Boss Bissouma's coming on.
Oh, Pape Matar Sarr is struggling, mate.
Oh, he's shaking his head.
No, Pape Matar Sarr is not looking good.
He's done. Oh, no.
What did I say to you? What happens if
he knows, mate. We're fucked. He's shaking his head. He knows.
He's gone straight over to him. I said to you, the one player we can't afford to get injured is Pape Matar Sarr.
That's it now. Tyrese Hall, get your kit on, lad. Do you see Tyrese Hall's going to play for Jamaica?
Yeah. Nothing for old Tony.
That's it, Big Tone. Go on, Big Tone, Kinsky. Oh, it's a good ball. That'll do.
Get Micky on the fucking ball.
It didn't look like Sarr was fine to me, Alec. Maybe you're ahead, but it didn't look like Sarr was fine to me. He was shaking his head.
He wasn't all right. He said he was moving slowly, the commentator.
Yeah, he looked like he was shaking his head and a wince. I think he's done.
Mate, he made a sub on the 50 minutes, 5 minutes after half time. Right?
Yeah, there's a problem there for sure. Go on, Sonny.
Don't make a sub.
Emi Martinez. Last ball you're going to catch before you go to fucking Saudi Arabia for 100 million, you mug. Let's go, Tottenham. Get that goal for me. Get that goal for me.
Well played. Micky did well there.
What are we saying, chat? Shall I cash out?
What are we on now?
32.50. So I would have made £12.50. But it's going to accelerate up. It's going to accelerate up in the second half.
Now, yeah. Every 5 minutes is going up.
It's going to go up. But the second there's a goal, it's going to collapse.
Maybe not.
Let it ride, Alex said. Let it ride. Romeo's saying cash out at 40. I got fucking senoritas to pay for, mate. And by that, I mean buy a drink. I'm not talking about ladies of the night. It's not really my thing, by the way. I was only joking when I said it was. I prefer to chat girls up.
It's only been joking, mate. We've been joking about it for the last 3 months.
Let's go, Micky.
It's become credible now.
That's what I worry about. I thought it was obviously just a joke, but now everywhere I go on Twitter, people are like, how's Helga? And how much you pay for the sauna? I'm like, no, it's not really what I do.
Tell me something. Do you think he's told him to get Micky involved in the game because he's touched the ball more times here? God, he's free. Micky's free.
Fucking thread him. Thread him.
Now he's got the ball. Go on.
Go on, Micky. Nah, see, he's going back. He's doing what Brennan Johnson does.
He wanted the ball 10 minutes ago. Spurs are playing very well.
Zero sum game. There is no cash out. We don't make friends with cash out. We don't make friends with cash out. Go on, lob it in. Back post, Micky. You got to be stronger there, Micky. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Don't worry about his strength.
Take the coin, says Alan. Nah, mate, we don't do that. We don't do that. Cash out with 10 minutes to go, says Salty Dogs. Ride the wave, Deanie boy. Ride the wave.
Sonny looks exhausted.
Shall I swap the score line and the for the bet thing? So we see it ride it up.
Can you not put both on?
I don't think I can. No. Hang on.
Oh yeah, you can see. Look, you can see the. We can see the gameplay on the right.
Yeah, but the gameplay's like 40 seconds ahead, so we might see a goal before we see it in real time. Is that better? That's better. Everyone like that? Everyone like that.
I've got to say, Aston Villa have been very, very, very unimpressive.
That'll do, Biss. Oh, Biss! No! Sloppy, Biss. Sloppy. Well done, Biss. John, you okay if my man Pete comes on the stream? He wants to join us.
Pete who? Tom?
You know Pete. You know Pete. He's funny as fuck. He's a great guy. He's in the chat. He's the funniest guy on YouTube.
Go on. Nice one. Go on, Tel.
Let's go. Let's go, Matisse.
You see, that is the pace we're going to need on the counter against Man United. Possible goal. Shit. I've just seen possible goal. Fuck off.
Where? Where are you seeing possible goal?
No. Fuck's sake, man. You put it on the screen, you schmuck.
What done? Oh, I'll turn it off. Oh no, it's ahead, is it? Is it ahead of us? Let me take that shit off then. Hang on.
Fuck's sake.
Oh no.
Fucked up Watchalong. Watkins.
Oh no.
No, it's not Watkins.
Motherfucker. Fucking hell.
Listen, if we go down today, this will be our best 21st defeat of the season.
Fucking hell. What's going on there? Odebear's missed his man. Brent Davies nowhere near it. And Bissouma sloppy as fuck on the second ball there. Sloppy as fuck. Hello, Pete. You all right, mate?
Hello, mate. Hello, boys. You all right? Can you hear me?
You all right, Pete?
Can hear you, mate. Can hear you.
All right?
Good, buddy. Good. Yeah. We're on. We're linked up. If you can see the time, I don't know if you're watching at the same time we are, but it's 59:56.
Hang on. Oh, no.
Rid of it!
Oh, dang.
Oh,
What's
what
the
a
save of Kinsky?
Wow! Wow!
I'm a bit ahead of you.
Can you press pause?
Yeah.
That was a bit of a challenge on Watkins, wasn't it? Oh,
what a save that is, though. Can you guys turn your TVs down a little bit so that you're not the commentary doesn't come through? I don't want to get. I'm probably already been demonetized actually, but let's have a look.
It's not me. Mine's on mute.
Johnny, can you turn it down a little bit, mate? Is that possible?
Yeah, no, I've turned it down. Yeah, you said you weren't caring about the monetisation.
Well, you know.
Mate, you're looking at a guy, Pete, that could have taken £12 profit. He looked
I know, I've been here.
He looked £12 in the face and said, "No,
I don't care about your £12 profit. Show me more. Show me Mikey effing more."
Yeah, I wish someone would.
Who's the little bubber in the background there, Pete? Is that a New Year Army? Who's that?
No, I'm not going to do that to him. Can you see him? I don't want him on the fucking YouTube.
Yeah, I can see him. I can see him more now. I can see him more than we could have
Oh,
minute ago.
great. That's my 18-month-old.
Congratulations, mate. Congratulations.
18 months old. Yeah, I had one before that and all. Well, there won't be another one, put it that way.
Are you getting the snip?
No, I'm too old for all that shit.
My brother said to me, my brother's 44, and he said after his first one 10 years ago, he's like, I just want one, I'm done. And his wife had other plans, and he's now got 4. After every one, I go, mate, are you gonna get it done? He's like, nah, we're done now. I was like, she ain't done, mate. She ain't done. She's like 12 years younger than him or something, so like she's still got time on her side. You know?
Yeah. Shit.
She wants a football team.
Oh,
Luckily, he's got enough money to be able to he's done very well for himself, so he can afford it. But I don't know. I've got no interest in all that stuff. No interest.
We'll never guess, Sean. Plus, Mrs. Palmer can't get pregnant, can she?
Yeah.
Sean only deals with theoretical.
Yeah, and inflatable.
Yeah, I can't wait for the day when AI meets fucking synthetic skin, whatever. I'm gonna have a bird that I've configured right to my liking. Lovely. No arguing back. She'll tell me Tottenham till I die, all the way down until I turn her off. Snip life changer, says Alan Adams. Yeah. I haven't put the fucking score up. I've got to do the scoreboard. Bollocks.
What is going on there?
There you go.
Explain to me the whole Mikey Moore thing. He gets a start and then he sticks him out on the right. What is it?
Well, this is what I'm saying. And then he'll say, well, Mikey had a quiet game. Yeah. Well, that's hardly surprising considering he's on the ball now, where he's a left-sided player and or he plays through the middle.
And he's got Odegaard through the middle.
Correct. Who can play on the right? Who can play on the right? And the other thing I like to say is, go on,
Let's
Mikey.
go, Mikey. Mate, you're being shoved off the ball, mate.
Free kick, mate, all day long.
He's not ready. He's not ready. He's not ready, mate.
About, mate. It's a free kick.
He's just got nudged in the back. What do you want him to do?
He's not ready.
Kick. That's a free kick. Sure.
Is it a free kick or is it a corner?
It's a free kick, mate.
It's a free kick. He just nudged him straight in the back.
Yeah, but I've got a negativity bias now. I'll put my life.
Yeah.
What have you got against a 17-year-old?
If you're running that quick and you get nudged in the back, mate, you're going over.
Nah, it's true.
What are you talking about?
Johnny, just because you're best mates now with Mikey Moore's dad, don't give me all that bollocks.
I feel for this kid though. Every time you think he's going to get a chance or something, I can't work it out. Why not just play him through the middle and you might find out something that you didn't know.
Yeah, and play Odegaard on the right-hand side where he's meant to be.
Square pegs and square holes.
Odegaard's done well in the 10 though tonight.
What do you mean? He went through one-on-one and fucking booted it straight at the keeper. Like, it was poor touch.
Here we go. Well played, Sonny. Quality.
That was fucking dog shit.
Have you noticed how Sonny has done absolutely nothing in this?
That wasn't Sonny. That was regular, believe it or not.
No.
But Sonny's going to start in the final, though.
Well, that's why I think that's what I said earlier. I think that the whole setup tonight was let's just go down the left-hand side and to see whether Sonny's fit and ready, and he clearly isn't. He's fucking exhausted.
Is anyone going to be ready? Because not being funny, a lot of our key players ain't playing for 2 games. Man United ones are going to be match sharp because they've been playing. Ours are going to take one out.
Matisse Tell is a fucking beast. Matisse Tell all day long. Sign him up.
Matisse Tell's ready. That'd scare him, wouldn't it? Fucking hell.
Mate, Matisse Tell's a legend, mate. People don't see what I see.
No, they don't. Including Bayern Munich. They've got to get rid of him.
Chat, ones and zeros. Is Matisse Tell better than what the market says he is? Because I think, if you're on my side, is Matisse Tell worthy? And 0 if I'm wrong. Am I right? Is Tell good? Is he worth it? 0 if no. Johnny and everyone else who says he's not done anything.
No. Look, I'm just saying this is his 35th game. Okay. He scored 3 goals, 1 a penalty, 1 that hit him and went in, and 1 good goal. Right? In the German league, the Bundesliga Cup.
But you're judging him on his output.
Hang on, I'm just stating facts. Right? Would you not expect someone who costs £50 million who's an attacker, come striker, to have scored more than a gifted penalty that was taken off of Brendan Johnson?
You don't give Brennan Johnson plaudits because he scored 20 goals this season.
No, but I
don't want either of them.
Sorry, not for me.
No, I agree. No in a million years.
You're both wrong.
I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just saying I wouldn't pay 50 million for him. I think there's a difference.
I wouldn't pay half of that at the moment. We've got too many of them players already. We don't need any more.
Matisse Tell is a quality player. Sorry,
listen, we had a good 45. We had a good 45 minutes, but
we're still going to fucking get a draw in this game. You watch. My bet's not done, even though I can cash out now for £8.67. £8.67. Shall I cash out? Shall I get to? Shall I take a £12 loss?
I'll get you a beer.
Yeah, not even a beer, mate. Not even a beer. Outside Tottenham Hotspur on not in the stadium. In the stadium, you can get a beer for £6.50 or whatever it is. Outside in the number 8 bar, it was £9 a pint. What are we doing here? A pint of lager is £9. Outrageous. It's outrageous. There's nothing that justifies that. Odds on Tell to score next. I love that, Kulu. I'm gonna put something on him. Oh, the price has gone up to £10. Why is that? Something's happened. Something must have happened. I just got £1.50 back.
Oh,
I felt sorry for you.
Something's going on.
They heard about your price of a pint, so they give you another £1 so you can afford a pint in the 8 bar.
For me, Kinsky's been our man of the match.
Nah, Matisse Tell all day.
Here we go.
Come on, get rid of it. Well done, Kevin Danso.
Yeah, fucking shit. I just don't see how putting in these performances and getting is a good warm up for a final. I don't understand.
I'm not being funny. This is inspirational stuff before the final.
Man United must be shitting themselves.
They're 1-0 up against Chelsea, aren't they?
I thought
At least Chelsea will be out of the Champions League.
So will we.
Shit owners, shit chairman.
We're winning on Wednesday, mate. Don't worry about that.
Shit squad.
Rid of it!
Great fans. Played, Mikey.
You've been bullied off the ball there, Mikey.
You wait till I tell Mikey's dad.
It's nil. Mate, Jamie Donnelly's dad didn't like me. Mikey Moore's dad won't like me. I don't care, mate.
No, that actually freaked Sean out, didn't it? He's done all these YouTubes and I wasn't doing anything. He recognised me straight away. Oh, look, here we go. Jedinek and Montgomery.
Dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Get the iPad out.
Angie's playing.
Andrew's never seen an iPad in his life. He's still using a Nintendo DS.
I don't use that, mate. I use sand.
He's got an Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah. That's what Roll Parrish used to sell.
Yeah, innit?
Whatever happened to him?
Sean, here's a question. Will Moore in 2 years be better than Tell is now?
100%.
Possibly.
As long as we get rid of this manager, yeah.
Oh, come on, Sonny. You're fuck, mate.
Take Sonny off, mate. He
Sonny
might
ain't
as well not
fucking
be on the
starting.
pitch.
Let's go. Let's go, Sonny. All is forgiven. All is forgiven. You bozo, Sonny. You
What is he
bozo.
doing? What is he doing?
What are we doing here? He's just fucking. Oh, get him off the pitch.
He's chasing shadows.
He ain't playing. If he plays on Sunday, it's an absolute disgrace. It's a disgrace. It's a crime against football if he plays on Sunday. I'm sorry.
The thing is, our players wouldn't have played a game for over a week and a half.
That's what I mean. It's not good, is it?
No,
it's going to be match sharp.
No, it's not good.
Get them on for 20 minutes.
It'll take them 25. They're not even on the bench. It will take them 25 half an hour to get into the flow of the game.
We're making a sub now.
Bentancur. As usual, Alan standing there with his hands in his pockets. I mean, Ange has got to be the only living person I've ever seen to suffer rigor mortis.
I've never actually seen
every match
anyone,
day.
just stand there on the touchline.
Every match day, yeah.
Yeah, when it goes Pete Tong, it's fine when it's all going well and you're lapping it up, but when it's all going wrong, you have to be engaging.
I must have forgot what that felt like because that ain't happened in a long time.
He doesn't care, mate. He's getting a £2.5 million bonus.
Mate, I don't care, mate.
That's it. Game over.
Yeah, tell her.
Sack him tonight.
Good evenings.
Morgan Rogers again.
We are fucking terrible, mate. We're so bad. So bad.
Asensio's fast, isn't he?
But you made me laugh. He done that speech that cameras were conveniently there for after the semi-final and the change of saying the next two games are about prepping for the final. And look what we've had.
Look at Asensio's run. Look at Asensio's run.
Oh, Bissouma, you've just let him go.
Yeah, but look at Asensio's run. Watch the run here. Down on the side. Look, watch. Watch. There he goes. Look, Drew's two plays
takes
back.
him away, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes a space. That's quality. That's intelligence.
Intelligent, mate. Intelligent.
Through the legs.
Archie Gray gets nuts.
At least he went out to him.
God, mate, so bad. So bad.
What kind of final prep is this? I don't understand. Yeah, it's got great final
it's
prep.
a confidence boost, Pete.
Yeah.
We're only going to get beat 2-0.
I just don't understand. First, all that speech. Next two games about prepping for the final. Right, but none of you will play.
You watch, you'll come out tonight and go, if you can't understand what's going on
You
here.
can't understand, mate. We only had to play with children, eh? Straight off the playground. Now, why is he taking Region off?
What was the point in that?
It doesn't even matter anymore. It doesn't matter anymore.
Region off, who isn't going to play again for the club. What the fuck?
Oh, mate.
It's not like we're going to turn this around. Why the fuck are you taking off Regulon?
Yeah, what is the point? Are you resting him for the final?
God. Geezer is literally the most, he's a fucking idiot. Honest to God, the guy is he's a moron.
I tried telling you that over a year ago.
Why bring on Solanke and Bentancur?
Oh my God, almost 3.
We're not cool. We're not pulling the game back, are we?
I told you over a year ago, Sean, this geezer was a clown.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You did. Yeah, you told actually before. I think you said it before.
Longer than that.
Well, I don't know if you said it for me. February 2024. You might have done, but February 2024 was when I.
Well, the Chelsea game was my first sort of big red flag. And probably January, I think. I was
my kids gave me a hard time with my Ange out. They kept singing every time we scored. They kept start singing Ange Postecoglou. Not anymore.
I bet you ain't heard that for a while. Yeah.
No, I haven't. I caught them singing Ange out.
21 losses, and we're 2-0 down, and now we bring on players that we're going to risk for the final. What is the fucking point, mate? You're an absolute. He's there's nothing else to describe him apart from absolutely inept. He's inept. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Bringing on players for the final. You know what's? It would just be so fucking typical if Solanke or Bentancur get injured now. Like, it's almost like it's sabotage. I don't know what the fuck he's thinking. You're 2-0 down. The game is done, and you're taking off the players that aren't going to play. Oh, Jesus Christ! I just sort of saw Odebear just doing it. Oh, someone in the Aston Villa team. Onana's gone down injured.
That was accidental. He slipped on the ball.
Imagine if that was Odebear, or if that was fucking Solanke. Why is he doing that? What, it doesn't make any sense. What's the logic here? Is it literally just, I want to give him 15 minutes before, like, just to keep his feet fresh?
Yeah, there's that number 10. Look, slipped straight on the ball.
I'll tell you what, the amount of people that are going after me because I went on We Are Tottenham TV and said that Sim is basically I love Sim to pieces. He's a great guy, but I said, mate, I know you're just dug into your trench now, and you're just being like, you're just doing it for whatever.
Shits and giggles. I think.
Giggles, right? But like, no one can possibly like.
Go on
then.
Oh, there's that big player.
Oh, Archie. Hard fucking work. But yeah, the amount of I looked in the comments, which I'd never normally do, but I looked in the comments and I was like, I'm pretty sure I'd have like majority of people would be like, no, yeah, Sean's right about this. Instead, it wasn't Sean's right. It was just Sim's a dickhead. And then the other people that don't like me were like, no, Sean. All the Angians were like, Sean's an absolute deluded mug. Like, those guys are going to still come out and say that Ange's his shit don't stink, but his shit is stinkiest. His shit is the stinkiest of all the guys in the Premier League. He's the worst manager I've ever seen. He has no clue what he's fucking doing. And Aston Villa now are guaranteed Champions League football.
Really?
Pretty much.
No. I think they still got to get a result on the weekend, don't they?
Yeah.
You belong in that dickhead show, to be fair. Do you happen to be Australian, Sam?
Fair dinkum, right? Fair dinkum.
I was working in the Australian embassy in the week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you tell everyone what you hear about Ange?
Do you know the funny thing is in there's no Australians.
They're all having a barbie or something, right?
No, they're just not.
They're all boat people. They're all boat people. They're all kipping in there. What's going on here? 73.
Go on, Matisse. Go on.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking mate.
Get up, you tart. What was that? Tried a Cruyff turn and got lost the ball.
You guys are hating on my boy.
I cannot understand why you would
pony, Sean.
Serge Reguilon, who hasn't got another game for the club, and risk Solanke and Bentancur. What is he trying to do? Rescue the game?
He's keeping Reguilon fit for the final.
The agenda on tele is embarrassing, Zeddy. I 100% agree, mate. These people just they're gassed up about other people. They want the other boys to be up there, and they don't like Tell because he's not Tottenham.
No,
I don't like Tell because he's not very good. I don't dislike it. I just don't think it's if we had.
I've got nothing.
If we didn't have all the kids we've got at the moment, like the Odeberts and all that, I'd say fair enough. And it was like another loan or something. Take a punt.
Solomon, who we've already bought and paid for.
Yeah, I would any day of the week. Yeah, any day of the week and on Sunday. But we all know why we won't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Geezer we've already got paid for, had a good season in the Championship. Did okay before he got injured. To be fair, he was quite lively. And then,
tell me, what happened? What happened to that song the Leeds fans were singing about him? Has that been banned now?
I don't know.
What song?
It was a good song, but the fans were all singing it. I think they banned it. Oh, hello.
Oh, unlucky.
Oh, unlucky if it's him. If it was Matisse Tell, he's shit, mate.
He had a very good first half, but they look very disjointed
Yeah, they've got into it now.
Archie Gray's just getting walked past, mate. Jesus Christ. Come on, Tottenham. Don't make it
Tell me
embarrassing.
something. Any news on Pape Matar Sarr? Because he did walk off. Go on, Mikey.
Yeah, we'd have it on a surgery table.
And Ange will say, "No, mate, it's fine. It's just a little
a knock." Yeah. He's in, next day he's in a coma.
Could you imagine if Andrew was doing the Titanic? Oh yeah, what's the guy on the boat? What's the guy who fell at Jack? Is it who ends up off the iceberg?
Oh, never let go! Never let go, Jack.
Don't let him go, Jack. Nah, mate, he's fine. He's just a little bit cold. He went in the water.
He should be fine for next week.
And he's turned blue. Nah, mate, no. Nothing a little fire wouldn't put right. Mate, it's honestly the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Ever. From man.
The truth.
The truth.
The whole truth, mate.
Oh, nice play. Go on.
Oh.
Thick Dundee.
My fantasy football's been a disaster.
He always misses the iceberg on his second trip.
Yeah. Oh,
well done. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, we'll have to think of some other Ange. He's not really injured.
If you can't see that the iceberg's not my fault, mate. If you can't see it, just go and fucking write your iceberg. I don't care.
Yeah, but Ange, we saw him in the fire. Nah, mate, he's just a light burn. You ever seen Tower and Inferno? Yeah.
Not for a long time. I still was a kid.
Yeah, I used to love that film. What was the other one? Earthquake.
It's what icebergs do, mate. It's what icebergs do.
Oh, well, I don't know about you guys who are watching, but it's definitely filled me with much optimism.
I can cash out for 52 pence if anyone's interested.
Use that to buy Matisse Tell.
Hang on 1 second.
Oh, no. It's 26 pence now.
Hang on. Sean, you're doing falsehoods here, right? It's 0-0 to Chelsea at the moment.
What do you mean?
It's 0-0.
Oh, that Maguire goal get ruled out?
Yeah.
They've scored, yeah.
That's what I mean. They've got. I mean, I know Man United are shit, but we're
They're
shit
not
as well.
guaranteed, Sean. They're not guaranteed, mate.
When we played them,
guaranteed.
Villa.
No, you're right. They're not there. They're not guaranteed. No, they're not guaranteed.
I know we beat United 3 times this season, but that's with most of our players. We ain't got these players anymore, but they've got all their players. And they got Ahmed back and all. He's like, he gives them a bit of a lift.
Ahmed, Mason Mount.
Yeah,
they're all back.
Coming into form, yeah. But that Ahmed gives them a lift, doesn't he? You see him when they played City and Liverpool in the Cup. He just gives them a bit. Imagine him running into the space after Porro's gone after up the pitch.
Oh, no. Mikey Moore's down. Mikey Moore's injured. Something's just gone there. Uh-oh.
You know we lose to Brighton as well in 22 games.
Oh no, that's not good.
He weren't playing in the final anyway. So not worry about
it. He was hoping to be on that plane and on the bench. Disastrous, mate.
You know what is the fucking point of giving Richarlison and Johnson minutes? What are we doing here? Has he not learned a fucking thing?
No.
What is the point? Why are we doing this? It's like he wants to sabotage us, to say it's not my fault, it's you. Fucking madness, mate. Why are you bringing on Richarlison and Johnson? What is the fucking point? Why would you do it?
Why every single player seems to get injured?
You've lost the game, and now you're bringing on your first team players. What, for a 3-minute run around, and then you're risking the fucking one of them to get a hammy. Imagine Richie goes down or Johnson now. Like,
what's the point of giving him 5 minutes? He doesn't look very happy. He's limping.
He's limping, mate. His calf's done. He's done.
Right, it's another one. That's another one out of the final.
Another one not sitting in the chat.
And another one bugs, and another one bugs.
Brennan Johnson hasn't had a haircut for about 3 weeks. His mum's obviously gone away on
say-
holidays. His mum's gone to Fuerteventura, and she's taken the clippers with her.
Can I just state on national YouTube, I absolutely hate Ange Postecoglou. I really do. I really do. I don't understand him as a manager. I don't understand anything I've seen tonight. I didn't understand the setup. I know he's limited. We got injuries and the rest of it, but I just don't get any of it. Why have you taken Serge Reguilon off? He could have played 90 minutes, run himself into the ground. What does it matter? He's not going to play again for us.
Ange Postecoglou is like when you order Mauricio Pochettino off Temu.
Oh, mate. What do you think, Pete? I put out the video yesterday saying Ollie Glasner's his mate from Austria has got a stadium named after him.
I see that, yeah.
Yeah, he said that Ollie Glasner's going to land at Tottenham. I was the first one to say it, and then today he's now his odds have crashed into odds-on favourite to be the next Tottenham manager.
I'm not saying that. I said I'm watching them lately. I've more pivoted towards him than coming away from Silva, who was my first choice all along.
I've got to be honest with you. I'm just putting in a transfer request as we speak.
Where are you off to?
Hey, anywhere other than watching him.
Leyton Orient?
Leyton Orient, I'm going. I want to go.
Short-term loan to Leyton Orient, yeah?
Short-term loan for Wembley.
Someone bring me Oliver fucking Glasner. Someone bring me Xavi. Someone bring me fucking Inzaghi. Someone bring me anyone but this bozo. Mate, all of a sudden we've got 6 of our 11 players that are going to start playing in a game where we're already 2-0 down, and 2 of our players that had shouts have now gone down injured. Pape Sarr and fucking I don't know how to explain it. If Pape Sarr goes down injured and he was our lifeline,
but why are these players getting injured all the time? Why? No, even the fringe players are getting injured.
Hey, listen up, mate. Listen, people like you, Pete, right? You're disrespecting me, right? I'm going for another job, mate.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Don't worry about me.
Honestly,
don't worry about me, mate.
He's sitting there right now. He's standing there with his hands in his pockets, looking down at the ground, trying to think, what can I possibly do to excuse this?
To be fair, I'm not surprised. I think
bargain basement.
I think him looking at the floor is probably an Australian thing, because they're always looking to see what's coming at them. Because in Australia, anything that moves will fucking do you. So I'm not surprised. So you always got to be on your toes.
Can I ask you, where are the we only get beaten by one goal crowd? They're normally here by now. The Ange apologists.
I'm sure the Hotspur hippie will have a video out later saying how he's done what good game he had. I just don't get this whole
it might
don't
be
matter
so,
thing.
Mate, but we need legs, mate.
Yeah,
we need legs.
It was a decent first half, though. To be fair.
Yeah, no, I thought Kinsky was very good. Let's be honest, mate.
Now we're chasing shadows again. This is a team that we've smashed basically every time we played them, and now they're just walking. They're taking the piss. They are taking the piss.
I'm sure they are what they are for a reason.
Yeah, but they were in the Championship 5 years ago. Look at that.
Yeah, so will we be if we stick with this clown.
Yeah. Oh my God! 6 more minutes of this torture.
As soon as the season's over, the better.
I hate anyone claret and blue as well, mate. I can't fucking stand Aston Villa.
I've been to that stadium and all. It's a fucking shithole. So, and the surrounding area, Jesus Christ.
Effing hell keeps asking this question, mate. Johnny, how has Mickey Moore played?
Shit. He played poorly. But listen, I've got to tell you again, right?
He's not right
And as
winger.
Pete said, right? Square peg in a round hole. You play a 17-year-old on the right hand side when he's left footed. He plays on the left side or through the middle. So play him on the right. Okay.
Yeah.
You tell me.
Dean Hyson has completed and passed his medical test as the new Real Madrid player.
Yeah, but he's coming back to Bournemouth for the last 2 games, isn't he?
Yeah, he has. Yeah. He's not allowed to move yet. So,
yeah.
No, because contracts don't start till
June.
Don't finish till the end of June, don't it?
Yeah, but I think the Club World Cup is when?
After the end of the season, the Club World Cup's not until July, I think.
Some business going on early doors.
June, isn't it?
A lot of early door stuff sort of kicking off. Early doors,
a lot of early door stuff, yeah. A lot of early door
Considering
stuff.
there's no World Cup on, I think. You normally expect that before World Cup or Euros. So we got to get our shit together a bit lively. Because for me, this final is either going to serve either be a platform for success or a platform for regression. The last Champions League final served to be 6-year platform for regression. No, it's what happens after it is just as important as what happens in the final. For me,
hey.
When you think about it, if we don't win it, then you look at after our tenure of Ange, we've been set back how many years?
Oh, I don't know what to say anymore about this.
Just guys, just real quick, I've got to put out a plug for NordVPN. If you are looking for a VPN provider to be able to get hold of games like this, games like maybe next Wednesday, if you don't have access to,
can it block games like this?
It might be able to block games like this, but if you do want to look, if you are looking for a VPN provider, NordVPN is the way to go. NordVPN.com/SpursTalkShow. They can give you up to 4 months free, the best deal in all of the VPN market. They've got more servers than anyone else. So if you are looking for a cheaper way to access things like Saturday games at 3 p.m. next season, if you are looking for better security coming from a guy who knows the difficulty of that sort of end of the online space, so protect yourself from online shopping as you get into the summer market, then NordVPN.com/SpursTalkShow is the way to go. Get over there and get yourself a VPN. If you haven't got one, I promise you need to get one for all sorts of reasons. Either it's access to better content, or it's access to privacy, access to security. If you're going to pick any of them, then NordVPN for me is the best one in the game, and NordVPN.com/SpursTalkShow is the best one to do it, and they give you the best deal, 4 months free, right? It's perfect. Price of a cup of coffee, price of a cup of coffee a month can protect you from the shit that I've gone through, and I promise you don't want to go what I've gone through. So
I'll be using NordVPN when I'm in Bilbao, when I try to access Coronation Street,
Emmerdale,
and Emmerdale when I can't actually watch it because they block it. So I put the VPN.
You can always ask an Arsenal fan. They ain't got a final to watch.
So I always use it to watch TV shows when I'm out there. Otherwise, I can't watch anything. So always a good.
Oh, yeah. NordVPN.com/SpursTalkShow. Even if you're just trying to do me a favor, and rather than putting in a super chat, then you can get yourself a really good deal, and I really appreciate it because they'll renew for next season for my sponsorship. So really appreciate it from them. Really appreciate it if you guys. But like I say, if you guys haven't got a VPN, then it's the way to go. NordVPN.com/SpursTalkShow. Appreciate NordVPN. Appreciate you all for watching. This has been the worst second half of football I've seen for at least 4 days. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah.
On a positive note, this was one of our best 2-0 defeats of the season.
Yeah.
Shocking, isn't it? Shocking.
Are you not entertained? It's who we are, mate.
Oh, dear. At least the players have got through the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Tell you what, though, Pape Sarr going down injured and Micky Moore injured of all the players to go down injured, they're the only two that were playing that were that had half shouts to get in the team.
But how are they getting injured? Like, how's it happening? It's just constant.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Tell you what,
Behind
though,
the
Pete,
scenes?
I said this in the preamble before you came on the pre-show. Our medical team need to have a fucking proper word with themselves. Decky, that's the end of the game. Decky was allowed to go down injured, get up, get injured for a second time, go off the pitch.
I know.
Was asked to run up and down the touchline for like 3 minutes.
Oh, it's a joke, mate. I was saying it at the time. Get him off. Well, you risky. Just get him off.
Did we do that with a player last season as well? I can't remember who it was. Was it Romero or Van der Ven or something?
Matt Doherty against Villa. He went down 4 times before he tried to stay on the pitch. This was 2 seasons ago under Conte. Another loss, 21 losses, right? Is that 21 losses this season?
Yeah.
Like, it's
So by that again, there'll be a few more job adverts going on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
It's not okay. Hang on, I'll get back to this. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going, people?
It's their last home game, Villa, isn't it?
That's the end of their season, yeah. How do I get rid of the ego? It's what's the? Should we play like Ange Postecoglou bingo here? What words are going to come up in his post-match press conference?
Well, we know kids were out there tonight. It's a
disappointing. Yeah, it was the same. Yeah, disappointing performance.
I thought we played very well in the first half, mate. We contained them. I thought we controlled most of the game. But they had the class on the pitch. We only had kids. Usual.
I can't do 2 games in 5 days, remember?
Yeah. You know what? I remember people saying the reason why Mourinho was sacked for 4 days before a final is because Ange Postecoglou, because Ange didn't want to pay him the bonus if he won. But in so sacking him, you had to pay him out for the rest of his contract anyway, right? So, is there any chance that Daniel Levy goes, well, I'm going to sack him after the final regardless. So if I sack him before the final, then I don't have to pay him the £2 million bonus. But I'm still going to have to pay him the £5 million that he gets for next season. But it's either £7 million or £5 million that I'm going to give this prick, right? Is there any chance that he gets fired before Wednesday?
I'll be honest, Sean. I think in terms of him, we'll be the only club that gets the no manager bounce rather than a new manager bounce. Do you know what I mean?
I'll be back.
What else could go wrong? Honestly, if you get rid of him, is there a downside? I don't see it. I do not see it.
You got Ryan Mason coming in, yeah. Ryan Mason.
I'm not being funny. Ryan Mason could win the Europa League this year. It's not exactly been a difficult competition, really, has it? Let's be honest. The teams we've come up against, really, compared to what we used to. Especially now you don't get the Champions League dropouts, which I think is the fair thing anyway. Once you're out of Europe, you should be out.
Yeah.
But now you don't get them, and where they extended the Champions League. So a few more teams that would have been in the Europa in the Champions League were in the Champions League this year. So it's not exactly been a stellar tournament. I still want to win it and all that, and it's still a good tournament to win. But the teams we've faced and the way we've gone through, it's not exactly been vintage, is it? Let's be honest. I wouldn't say that Ange is anyone who could have masterminded that. It's not as if Ange has done some mastermind his way through.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, everything about tonight. The first half we were okay. I thought we were pretty decent. The first half, they still had the best couple of chances. You know, Sonny was dog shit. Let's talk about the meaningful takeaways. Forget about the result. Tonight was supposed to be a the litmus test on Sonny, right? Was Sonny up to it? And for me, it was clear in the first half. We went down the left-hand side deliberately every chance we got. I think it's a disgrace again to play Micky more, where you're basically just sort of shoehorning him in to give him minutes, but ultimately the entire strategy was to avoid him. And Micky Moore, like if I'm Micky Moore, I'm like you've just thrown me under the bus again in a different way, another utilization. But Sonny to me is just absolutely nothing. He's nowhere near deserving a place on Wednesday. Am I wrong about that?
No, I agree. He should
Do
not be.
you think that Tell deserves that left spot ahead of him, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, I don't rate Tell, but I think if you're choosing him and Son, Tell's been playing. Neither one of them offer him a great deal, but I think Son is just he's not fit. He's not on form. He's not on anything really. It's not exactly been he was flying before his injury. Let's be honest. He's right. That's all. Yeah, he's not a winger anymore. He started as a winger, then he sort of transitioned into an inside forward, and now he's been asked to play as a winger again.
I'm just like, Sonny can't play, and then you go, okay, so you put Matisse Tell out there, okay, so or do you play Richarlison out there? To me, I think you play Sonny. I think you play Solanke in the 10. I don't think Odegaard had a bad game tonight. I think he worked hard, but he's not. I think to me tonight tells its own story that you play Solanke in the 10. You play, assuming someone said Pape Sarr is just a knock. I don't know who said that. Sarr's not out, according to Sam. Someone else said he's just got a knock, so it's not a big deal. But for me, I don't know, man. Like to me, it's one of two options now, right? You either go Sarr, Bentancur, Bissouma, and then you go on the left hand side, and then you either pick. You can't start Sonny. No fucking way. If Sonny starts, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace to meritocracy. It's a disgrace to football. He is nowhere near the player he was. He doesn't deserve to start. He's not fit, nor did he prove anything tonight. And, we're now 2 points off the bottom three. 2 points off the West Ham and United that are 2 points ahead of us. It's, like we are going to finish 17th in this league. It's a disgrace. But for me, I think you have to play either Richarlison off the left, and then if you're going to put Sarr in there, if he's fit, or you put Solanke in the 10 and you put Richarlison off it, and you put Richarlison in the 9 and you put Odegaard. Matisse Tell. That's it. It's either Matisse Tell that starts or it's Richarlison that starts. Richarlison in the 9. In fact, I think Richarlison starts either way. I think Richarlison has to start either way now. And it's just a case of whether you put Sarr in the 8 and you put Bentancur in the 10 or something, or whether you play Matisse Tell off the left hand side and then you put Solanke in there. There's no other option for me. Sonny does not deserve to start in any way, shape, or form.
No, I agree. I don't think you play Solanke in a 10. He's not a 10. He's not. Let's be honest. That's just that's square pegs and round. I think if you're going to play Son, if you're going to play Richarlison and Solanke, just play them both up front. I don't think it's going to change shape, but I would just go with a flat 4-4-2 and play with the two wide players. Play with start with Tell, start with Odegaard, because one thing that will happen in the transition,
Odegaard or Johnson?
Odegaard. I think Johnson's probably better off as an impact sub, because at the end of the day, there's going to be space in behind, and we can get in behind because their fullbacks going forward. So Johnson don't offer nothing in that regard. I don't think it'll be sort of back post tapping game. I think you just need to be able to stretch them a bit and get them behind. So I'd go the 2. I'd play both of them up front and just get the wide players in and go right. Just get down the line and get it in. And then Porro now and again putting one in from deep. Because I think you need Richarlison to help Solanke a bit, because that back three of Man United will marshal Solanke pretty easily, because his movement. He's not the best in the air. You've got Slabhead there who's going to probably dominate him in the air. So you need something else in that box, because we're not going to. I think our best chance of creating anything is going to come from wide, because we haven't got a creative player coming to play through the middle. So I think just put the square pegs in the square holes.
Tell offered nothing, Michael Bennett. Nah, mate, you're wildly wrong about that. Tell was probably the best outfield player on the night, in my opinion.
That's not saying a lot.
Sorry?
That's not saying a lot.
No, it's not saying a lot. But Tell worked hard. He also created the first half. To me, Matisse Tell is wildly undervalued by Tottenham fans. I don't know what it is. I think too many people in the comments are listening to people on other channels that have decided that Tell's shit. I think you're massively wrong about that. Matisse Tell is, in my opinion, offering things that I'm not getting recognised. I don't know what other people see. If you're saying that Matisse Tell is shit, Michael, for example, then what is it that Sonny's offering? What is it that Mikey Moore's offering? If Matisse Tell offers far more than those guys at the moment. So for me, sorry.
No, I won't disagree with that. I still don't think we should be going anywhere near him. I just think he's a project player, and we've got too many project players in them positions.
Yeah,
Odegaard, project player.
Sean, if
Moore.
I told you, sorry, Pete, carry on. Sorry, mate. I didn't.
No, so Mikey Moore, project player, but I think he'll probably get a loan next year because he'll be old enough now. Yang or whatever the fuck his name is, project player. We just can't keep taking on. If Son's going to go, or we're going to bring in someone who's going to take his place, that player has to be one who's ready to go now.
Yeah,
we can't
100%.
keep replacing. I mean, we've let Son go far too late. We should have sold him 2 years ago, in my opinion, when you could have got probably maybe 60, 80 million for him, when he was still sort of touching the peak of his powers. That we missed the boat there. So now you're trying to replace the Son from 2 years ago, not the Son now. That's the thing. So you need someone who's effective and doing it now, not who might come good in 3 years.
I agree. Go and get an Embuemo, go and get a Sane,
Yeah.
go and get some whatever, someone like that, right? I'm a Cherky, more than happy, right? No debate, no issue. But if you're telling me on the stack rank of people that are putting in effort and that are delivering output or delivering input and output over the last couple of months, or even tonight, and who should start in the stack rank of Mikey Moore, Sonny, Tell, or Odegaard, there's two conversations that should be happening: Odegaard or Tell. It isn't Sonny, and it certainly isn't Mikey Moore. Sorry, anyone that says it is, I just wholeheartedly disagree with you. Mikey Moore is not ready, and Sonny is so far off it, it's not even funny. The only person who works hard is Matisse Tell. The only person who looks dangerous is Odegaard. Of the four, none of them are very good. I'm not sitting there saying that they're all that there's a light years between them, but of that list, Matisse Tell or Odegaard are always going to be ahead of the other two, in my opinion, right now, based on value, based on input, and based on merit. Like I just think anyone that says otherwise, I just don't see the game.
I would start both of them in the final. I just think you might as well just, as I said, the creativity now is clearly going to come from the wide, somewhere from width. So get the most creative players we can get in. Someone who's going to, the two wide players who can beat a man and put a ball across the box. That's always going to come from now. And maybe a bit of Porro from deep. So let's not try and do nothing elaborate and stupid on the day. Just fucking put square pegs and square rolls. So that means you play two up front and your two wide men, your two midfielders. So be it. United won't expect that because, let's be honest, we're too predictable too often or all the time. Predictability is vulnerability. So if you're gonna, I think, as I said, you have to play with Richalison because I think Solanke will need help up front because they're very physical, that back three. So just go for it. It's not, we haven't got we start with this and then we bring on this player and this player if the game don't go our way. We haven't got that luxury anymore. So just go with the team and try and win the game in the 90 minutes.
100%. Just real quick. Apparently Chelsea have got a pen, says Blaine. And also, thank you so much for coming on the show earlier, Blaine. But you've also smashed it out of the park with a late, very generous donation.
VAR check.
10 memberships, Blaine. You're an absolute legend, mate. Thank you so much, buddy. I'm gonna do a show tomorrow, guys. Saturday afternoon, fan phoning show. If you fancy coming on and give me your take, tell me why it is that Sonny.
That's not a pen.
Mikey Moore is better than Odegaard or Tell. You're more than welcome to. We'll do it tomorrow night. So those 10 people, if they want to come on and say your piece, but please, in the short term at least, say a massive thank you to Blaine, and I will say massive thank you to you as well, Blaine. You're a legend, mate. Thank you so much, mate. Great to see you.
That gets given. That's a farce. Yeah, no penalty. Yeah, that's the right decision. That.
So what is it? 0-0.
Yeah, there was a VAR review. One of Chelsea's players went for. I don't know what it was. He did that thing where where the keeper comes rushing out and the player just gets the toe to the ball first and knock it away and then wait for the contact to come. But actually, Onana did get a touch on the ball and then took him out. But he took the ball first. It was never a penalty. Why that even have to go to the screen, I don't know.
Johnny, you there?
Yeah.
If you were to stack rank in terms of justified positions in the team for Wednesday, Matisse Tell, Odebear, Sonny, or Mikey Moore. Put it in the order that you think deserves a spot on Wednesday.
Tell.
Then?
Well, Richalison needs to start.
I think he's gonna start. He has to start, yeah. But alongside him? You disappeared for 3 minutes to do your video, didn't you, on Twitter? That's what you walked off the screen for a couple of minutes to record your Twitter video, didn't you? I know you did. I know what you did. I haven't even looked, but I know exactly what you did.
That's been posted already. I'm just thinking about your question.
You just copied the one from last week.
Yeah, and the week before, and the week before, and the week before, Pete.
It's got templates.
Honestly, I've been following.
You didn't hear the question, did you, Joe?
I did. Right, who would you put? Who would you put in order?
Yeah.
I think you've got to put Tell. Sonny's nowhere near it. I don't think Sonny's anywhere near it. I mean, he had that run in that first meet. He looked knackered after the run, but you hit it first time. We saw an almost identical run against Palace when he came on and did the same thing, needed 6-7 touches. The ball from Region to put him through was good enough for him to have had a shot on goal. I think he's in third place. He's a sub, isn't he?
He's going to be a sub, but if he
Mikey Moore looked very disappointed. Mikey Moore looked very disappointed when he was sat down on that ground there, very upset, like he knew.
It was a waste of time for him, wasn't it? It was a waste of time. I mean, like I said in our little group, your group, Sean, if you're going to stick with the same formation and you want a creative player, I would have thrown Mikey Moore in at the 10. Not try and put Slanky in there or shoehorn some other one in there that don't play there and all that. Just square pegs, square holes. If you wanted to play that role, then put him in, because just do it. Yeah, trying to shoehorn another player in there that don't normally play in there is a waste of time. I tell you, who does a lot of that, and he's a far better coach with players than we've ever got, is Pep. Every time Pep normally gets to a final, he will try something elaborate for the day, overcomplicate it, and then they've lost finals doing that. Remember the one against Chelsea when I can't remember what he did, but he did something completely different off the cuff to try and be overcomplicate it, and then a poor Chelsea team with Tuchel beat him in the final. So just stick to the basics. We haven't got anything really we've got one puff and that's it in that final. We've got an 11 we're going to throw out and that's it. We haven't got game changers. We haven't got match winners. We've just got to just go for it.
Can I ask you a question? That's what we were talking about before. You know, when you look at United's bench, you can look on there and see game changers to try and take them up a level as we start to tire. I'm now looking at that bench. Let's hope that Pape Matar Sarr and Micky are okay. But if they're not, that's just another two players who, let's be honest, would get minutes. Who can very likely get minutes in that game. Because most people have put Pape Matar Sarr coming into that midfield. Most people, not all.
Yeah, you bring him on. If you're winning the game, you bring him on to sort of help you close it out, didn't you? And just close up the spaces.
Yeah.
And offer some legs in there. But it's like I said, I mean, thank God we've got no more games. We're dropping like flies, but I just think you just got to go. That's all we've got, basically.
I don't think I was saying this to my friend the other day, yesterday. I've been watching Spurs since I was 7. I've been going to the game since I was 12. And including going down, I don't remember football as bad as this. I just don't remember it.
We were better in the 90s and 2000s with lesser squads.
I mean, to think that, Sean, the amount of money that has been spent by this guy, and
unbelievable.
To be in this position.
He's done him for diving.
What's that? Oh, what's the score?
0-0. Like Ahmed's getting booked for a dive.
Last 8 home results for Villa. They've been Chelsea, Cardiff, Bruges, Forest, PSG, Newcastle, Fulham, and now Tottenham. 8 wins on the bounce at home. When was the last time Tottenham went 8 on the bounce at home?
We've lost 9 at home. I don't ever remember. I'm sure someone.
White Hart Lane, probably.
We went undefeated.
Yeah, because that stadium ain't been no fortress, that's for sure.
No. We should have known when we looked down on it, it was a toilet seat because it's been a shit show ever since.
Who they bring on now? So Garnacho's coming on.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Garnacho can rip you apart. Mainu's coming back. Mason Mount, who get 90 minutes, 70 minutes tonight.
Even like Richalison, has he got 90 minutes in him?
No.
It seems to. So you're going to have to replace him at some point. So you might as well, rather than bringing him on for 10 minutes, you might as well just go with everything you got.
It's not for me. This guy. I think what's more worrying me, Pete, is how the hell do we move on unless we know 100%? Like, for example, if we've spoken to Oliver Glasner and he's accepted the job and we already know the type of players that he wants, and when that thing's fed, he's sacked, we announce Glasner and we're already looking at the players that he wants.
I forgot
to pull these out. I'm sorry, Rob. I didn't see this, mate. Super sticker from you, mate. Thank you very much. If you're still watching, buddy, I'm sorry I didn't see it. Thank you very much. And also from Daniel Field as well, mate. And I already called out Blaine. Sorry, Rob. And sorry, Daniel. I didn't see them, mate. Look, I fucking hope that we got Oliver Glasner in. Daniel Levy, I hope he's paying attention, mate. I hope he's fucking reading between the lines because I can't wait to see the fucking post-match commentary. I can't wait to fucking.
Well, mate,
in about half an hour's time.
Yeah, looking at the floor then.
Bullshit, Sean.
Oh, goal! Chelsea have scored. What's his name? What's the Spanish left back with a bar on it?
Cucurella.
That's it. Yeah.
What a player he is.
He gets in that 10 position all the time, doesn't he? So that's clever. That's patterns of play. That ain't by accident, and that's not him bombing up the pitch and leaving the space behind him because someone fills in for him when he does it. But he got him in there. I mean, he kept doing it against us.
Look at the space he runs into.
Yeah, but that's patterns of play. Everyone is doing their thing to make that space available.
Organised. It's organised.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's quite exciting because what you're saying is we have a distinct possibility that we could finish above Man United this season.
Well, I can't see us getting past Brighton. That's a good goal, that is. I'm saying this.
Yeah, I'm just seeing it now.
This whole thing with Ange.
Lovely little Cruyff turn there. Was that by Caicedo?
Yeah.
I had Cucurella in my fantasy team.
No, that was Reece James.
4 weeks ago.
Oh, Reece James.
Yeah. I mean, you look at, I said, this whole thing with Ange, that this sort of, everyone just fills in spaces and everyone works it out between them. For that to work, players have to be telepathic, and they're not. So the only other thing you do, you have coached patterns of play where everyone knows where everyone's going to be because it's being drilled into the team. So you know when at this point you're going to be there, that point you're going to be there. And there's certain triggers where players then change or do whatever they need to do, but it's coached into them. It ain't just, well, you lot work it out between you because they haven't got that sort of link between them all. And half of them are fucking brainless anyway.
Sean,
LB3, I've genuinely never seen you annoyed at football before, Sean. What?
Huh?
What? What are you talking about? Fucking hell, mate. You haven't been around here long, bro. Not been around here. I've been effing and blinding for 3 years, 3.5 years. I've never really associated you with being a football fan. I've known you to be a business fan. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Like, I've got walk and chew gum at the same time, bro. Fucking hell.
Has he missed that?
Fairs, mate. You've started to see how detrimental Levy is to this football club.
Can you believe it? This guy's just got on my thing and saying, what are you talking about? Sonny looked sharp tonight, played himself into a starting position for
fuck, bro. Who said that?
Call him a bozo and fucking.
Hey, look, another one. Sonny looks miles off it. Are you okay, mate?
Stevie Wonder in the chat, yeah. Jesus Christ.
There's bozos everywhere. LV3, mate. I don't know. Well, what you're coming from, mate. I couldn't give a fuck. I'm too long in the tooth to even give a shit about this bollocks opinion, mate. You obviously don't watch my channel, mate, very often. If you think that I, oh, go on, Nicholas Jackson. Oh, he's at the bar. No, he's hit it over. Oh, it's like a Jackson. Who's that? Madawaki.
Yeah, he put it. He's banana foot, mate. He sliced that.
He's a good player, but he's another fucking one that needs 10 chances to score 2. Has he missed that?
Are you still confident, Sean, for Wednesday?
Yeah. But not because I think we're a great team. I just think that they're shit as well. I think it will be the stinkiest of fucking games, mate. I think
it's going to be it's going to be the proper El Crapico. The only thing that worries me is most of them players have won a final. They know how to do it.
Yeah, I hear that.
None of our players have done it. Maybe Romero. That's it. So
yeah, all we got to do is shut them out. And I think that our back five are going to shut them out.
Yeah, but we've got to win the game.
I think that Man United are just that terrible at the top end, and our back five is good enough.
We're terrible over the pitch.
I think we'll be able to gobble them up. It's just a case of, I think you're going to need a worldie from Porro. I'm not saying it's like a no-brainer. Of course, it shouldn't be. By the way, like if you get to the final of the European competition, you should expect it to be a tough game. So. But I don't think it's like I would have bitten your hand off at the start of the season if you told me that we were playing a team that we've beaten 3 times this season already. I think we got the making of Manchester United, and I think that the league.
Yeah, with all our players we have, but not with what we've got left. That's the difference. We beat them with all our players. These players, a lot of these players are missing now.
We didn't. When we played them in the 5th round of the Carabao Cup or whatever it was, 4th round.
Fuck that up. Only for a Son fluke corner, then we got through.
Yeah, but also we had Fraser Forster in goal who had a meltdown. Like I don't. I hope
we still balls it up.
I think that Tottenham will win, but then obviously it could easily go the other way. But I think that Man United are just as bad as we are. So I'm literally going, it's the lesser of two.
Good old Daniel. Some great news for you, Sean. A warm congratulations to Coy's Data Dan, whose wealth has grown by 200 million in just 12 months to 650 million. This has lifted Daniel Levy to joint 301st richest person in the UK to 236 in the ranking. Well done, Daniel.
Well done, man.
Is that written by someone with a fucking Levy out banner in their Twitter? Guaranteed. Guaranteed. You go and click on the guy who posted that. And
guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. Sean, it's been emotional, but it's been shit. Sorry.
Again.
I don't know what to say anymore. I'm going to go and pack for Bilbao, mate.
Hey, you're going to get yourself on Twitter. You're going to fucking go and
respond. No, I'm not. I'm going, mate, I'm going to have a bath. I'm going to find my castanets, and I'm going to get myself ready for Bilbao. I'm going Sunday, mate. I'm going Sunday.
When you going? You going to Bilbao on Sunday?
I'm going to Bilbao on Sunday.
Oh fucking hell! Fair play, mate.
I'm the advance party, mate. Make sure the everything's ship shape and Bristol fashion.
You make sure those brasses are nicely shaved, okay? You make sure everything's like a fucking hunky dory, okay?
Rat-a-tat-ta. I got my tickets on the mobile app. I'm ready to go, and I'm sure Ange Postecoglou. I can't wait till I can't wait 2 more games before I can wave goodbye to the useless.
Useless.
Yeah. Pete, are you in or out? Are you Ange in or out?
He's been Ange out longer than you have, mate.
I've been Ange out for.
No, I don't know. I don't think anyone could be Ange out as long as me. Maybe.
Ange, he was Ange out before he knew it was Ange. Just like I was like, he's the guy before I knew who the guy was going to be. Pete was like, I don't care who the next guy is. I'm that guy out. I'm guy out.
I'll tell you how much I wanted Ange, Pete. I'm a Rangers fan, because I lived up there, and all the time, Angie Celtic was smashing Rangers. I never once thought to myself, you know what? Wouldn't he be a great manager for Spurs?
No, because anyone could smash the Scottish League. I'll be honest, when he came in, I was like, I don't know, his credentials, like, he's never done it at this level. And then obviously got off to that flying start. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm going to be wrong here, and the old humble pie is going to have to come out the freezer. And then within a couple of months, it was like, no, I can go back down. I'm confident this guy's pony. And
Pete,
lo and behold.
Yeah, Pete, just think back. I'm gonna post the video when he leaves of the excitement when we beat the mighty Sheffield United in the 97th minute with that late goal, and all the players rushed off the bench like we'd just beaten prime Real Madrid.
Yeah,
I mean, when you look back on those games, the Liverpool game where we got away with absolute murder.
Absolute murder. We got pumped, and we had nine men.
You know, you see who we are, mate.
Yeah, and what makes me laugh, he watched so he had a clear game plan of what to follow when you're down to 9 men, what Klopp did. With far superior players, he sat back and just thought, I hit him on a break. And then what Ange does, he puts everyone on the halfway line, and the team with Sterling, with a lot of pace in behind. And it still took Chelsea half hour to work it out. That's how stupid. I think if we wouldn't have done that, we wouldn't have lost that game. We might have even won it still. We definitely would have lost it because they were clueless. And then who knows what could have happened. Do you know what I mean? But since then, it was just like, this bloke's crackers. And then as the games went on, I was just like, no, my mind's made up now. He's got to go. It's not for me. Because I just kept seeing the same things over and over again. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Lads, listen, I think it's a good
roll
time.
On, Bilbao. Roll on,
Bilbao. We'll all end it here. Love you all. Thanks for the chat. Appreciate you all. Tottenham lose another one. 21 defeats. Can't wait to see Andrew's comments. I'll see you tomorrow for an update on the transfer news.
How many times, Sean, how many times will he mention we had kids out there?
There's got to be some bingo sheet out there for if you can't understand, mate. If you don't know, then write your fucking headlines, you prick. You know, whatever. I can't even bother. I'm too tired. I'm sick of it. I'm over it. I can't wait until Wednesday, and then after that, come rain or shine, win or lose.
Told you to take that £12, Sean. You stiff £12. You like that. Like it meant nothing to you.
Burn it up. What? Who was I listening to in the chat that said "Let it ride"? You Burke. You Burke in the chat.
Bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Appreciate you boys coming on. Appreciate Adrian and Blaine for coming on earlier. Appreciate the super chats, guys. Appreciate Rob. Appreciate Daniel. Appreciate you, Blaine. As always, mate, you're a legend. And we will see you on the next one, guys. Like, subscribe, and comment. And
have a good trip.
This one.
Have a good trip, boys.
Cheers, mate.
See you later. Bye.